All right, fam, we're getting intimate today. I'm gonna take y'all on a full-blown day in the life, starting with the morning routine. And I'm trying to be quiet right now because my wife is downstairs sleeping and I don't wanna wake her up. But let me show y'all what we got going to start. We got a little Cafe Bustelo. To be honest with you, this doesn't really even wake me up. This just gets the stuff going in the system, if you know what I'm saying. Let me start off with some toast. Okay, shout out to the Dave's Killer Bread. This stuff, I've been eating this bread for years. Ain't no bread around that's better than this, but you specifically gotta get this kind. You specifically gotta get Raisin the Roof, okay? That cinnamon raisin bread. And then something simple, just a glass of ice water, okay? Those three things get the system going. And then after I eat and drink those things, I get over here to this room. If y'all can see, my wife has already started decorating for Christmas. It's only like the beginning of November. Don't ask me why. But then I get into this room, I throw this blanket on, and I read the word. I pray, I put some worship music on, I get in the presence of God, and this is where everything starts. This is where we are grounded in. Nothing else matters through the day besides this. If I don't do this, I am a mess. I gotta get this down. So I gotta be in the presence of God, I gotta read the word, I gotta speak to the Lord, I gotta get soaked in his presence, washed in his presence before I do anything, because the rest of the day is submitted to him. Me being a business owner is submitted to him. Me being a husband is submitted to him. Me being a friend is submitted to him. All the things we do throughout the rest of the day is submitted to him. So this is, to be honest, the most important part of my day. So I'm gonna get to this first morning routine. We're gonna get to the gym right after this. Then we got some things to do for work. I'm gonna take y'all on a journey today. Let's go. All right, morning routine halfway done. Now we gotta hit the gym. On my way to the gym, I usually call my wife as she's still hanging out in the house. I call her and we chop it up. We have our morning talk about what's on our hearts, talk about what's going on in the day, as I have a good 20-25 minute ride to the gym. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna catch y'all when we get to the gym. Made it to the gym. Today is cardio day. Doing pretty much all cardio. I might do some body weight legs, maybe some biceps and stuff, but mainly just cardio. Sometimes I come in here in the gym, get my hoop on to warm up. You know, I got cut from the high school basketball team. But here's what I realized. I got contacts about 2 years ago. Maybe I got cut for a reason. Maybe it wasn't the eyesight. I think I maybe made one shot today. But here's what I do. I come in here, I warm up, break a sweat, burn a couple calories. I actually use this thing called the Whoop Band to track my calories and how much time I'm going. So I warm up for like 20 minutes to try to burn maybe like 200 calories or something like that. Then I go hit the treadmill. We go hit the heavy bag later. Cardio day, baby. cardio day. All right, 5K done. The 5K is just a little bit over 3 miles. So we hammered that. We got a 7:48 pace. Now we're gonna go hit the heavy bag and get up on out of here and get this day started. Let's go get some deals, bro. Let's get it. That's a wrap. I'm gonna go shower, go eat some food. We're gonna go get some deals. All right, real quick before we get out of here, some Whoop Band stats. We burned 758 calories. We worked out for about an hour and 17 minutes. The highest our heart rate got up to was 182. I'm gonna put the receipts right here. All right, so this is what I usually eat for breakfast. Doesn't really change too much. I got some oatmeal and a banana. I got a protein shake, got some protein in it, got some peanut butter in it. I think it got some greens in it. This is usually what I eat on a day-to-day basis. I usually won't eat until later on tonight. I like to not eat during the day because it kind of slows me down, but this is what I'll eat for the day. I'll eat later on tonight with my wife. And yeah, this is pretty consistently what I eat on a day-to-day basis. So we'll get this food in, we'll get to the office, and let's go close some deals today, bro. Would you guys like to see a closed deal today? I think we can do it. I think we have a couple things that we can work on where we can get a signed contract in some form of fashion today. Let's go get it. We're gonna get back to the video in just a sec, but I gotta let y'all know, it took me 7 months to get my first real estate deal. And it took me a whole nother year after that to get to the point where we were doing multiple deals per month. I really had one problem. I simply wasn't connecting with the people that were really doing deals here. Once we got connected to the people that were doing deals here in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, our business skyrocketed. I started doing multiple deals per month. So here's what we did. We started doing a monthly Zoom where we're doing deals with everybody here in the market. We call sellers, we underwrite deals, and my team even provides free leads to the people that come to the Zoom for those people to call. And whatever comes from it, comes from it. If an appointment comes from it, I'm gonna come on the appointment with you. If a deal comes from it, you are going to be a partner on that deal. So go to wholesale.mike.com. We do a Zoom once or twice every single month, and that's what we do on the Zoom. You're gonna get an email and a text message. Once those Zooms come out, I'm gonna catch y'all on Zoom. Let's get back to the video. All right, fam, now we're in the office. I got a package. So we gotta open the package up and see what's inside. What do y'all think is inside? Dave, what do you think is inside, bro?
Some decor for the office, bro.
Decor.
Decor.
Decor. Oh, you're getting advanced in your vocabulary, brother, and your vernacular.
My lexicon is pretty good, bro.
Lexicon. All right, I might need a knife or something. You get a knife or?
No.
You don't got a knife on you?
No.
Yeah, you know you'd be going to some.
In other ways, bro.
You know you'd be going to some bad neighborhoods, right? And some of these properties.
So the neighborhoods we've gone to.
You got a pen or something? All right, fam. What we're gonna do is we're gonna find a deal. we're going to first see what's inside this box. But what we were supposed to do today is we were going to go out in the field and look at one of the properties we just closed on. But plans have changed because the buyer is not available today. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot that video later, maybe next week or something. So stay tuned for that video. But what we're going to do today is I'm like, you know what? Let's just show the people what we do in the office. Let's just show them like the real deal. Deals getting signed. Deals getting done. People telling us no. So to be honest, I don't even know what's going to happen today. Dave, do you know what's going to happen today?
Yeah, we're going to get a deal.
Oh, okay.
I just going to have to say it.
I like that. Ocean Prime, huh?
Nah.
Look at you, bro. This dude, yo. This is how you know you're getting deals done. You got,
The Ocean Prime pen.
Dave's stealing pens from Ocean Prime. You stole this pen from Ocean Prime.
Yeah. It was a nice pen. I gave him a good tip. It was worth it.
How did you steal this pen from Ocean Prime?
I went to dinner,
Yeah.
signed the bill, and walked out with the pen.
You intentionally walked
It
out with
was intent. I really did like the pen. I'm a pen guy.
I don't know if we could trust you, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
Yo.
I gave a good tip. It was a worthy tip for me to take the pen.
Okay, so you paid for the pen.
In other ways, yes.
All right. I was going to go back. You know what? We was going to do.
Take it back?
No. Actually, matter of fact, I am going to take this back.
Taking it back.
No, because we're supposed to do our winter dinner, and we was thinking about doing it at Ocean Prime. We're going to have to take this pen back. I'm going to be like, hey, sorry, guys. Dave stole the pen, but I made sure that he just borrowed it and brought it back.
And you'll just have to make sure I don't leave with the other one.
Yeah, I'm going to tell them to keep an eye on this guy. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Some decor. What y'all think?
Okay.
An olive tree?
An olive tree? Bring in the peace, dude.
An olive tree for some decor? Let's see, where should we put this joint? In that corner, maybe?
There you go.
Yo. You got some decor in here, bro.
You still need a little table plant.
What's that?
Another tube for the garbage truck is sliding out of that.
No? I'm struggling, bro. There we go. Act like you've been here before, Mike.
I'll tell you what, it's nice stuff already.
Yo, bro. I think we're gonna need a bigger tree.
I actually agree.
Yo, you feel me? Like what? Yo. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like.
Nah, it's a nice touch, though.
It's a nice touch, but bro, we need a bigger tree.
Yeah, we're about 4 feet short.
Yeah, the tree needs to at least be like right here.
Right?
I knew it, bro. This dang Charlie Brown tree.
Nah, this thing has all the way from Charlie Brown's tree.
You know, the thing is, to y'all watching, we're supposed to be doing a podcast in here, and one of the angles would be right here. So I guess, Jai, what you think? Listen, you think this is going to be good for the pod?
Oh, yeah.
You think? Let me see.
Man, you get the peace tree in the background.
That ain't bad. We'll leave it for now. It's a good start. It's a good start. Maybe we should have got a Christmas tree. All right. Let's meet with the team. Y'all don't make fun of me for my my charger.
Like, that thing has been through.
It's holding on for dear life. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you doing?
Wait, is the casing stripped off half of the cable?
Yeah, but guess what?
Still works.
It still got power.
And that's all that matters.
It still works. It still works. All right. So before we start every day, we meet with the team. You guys have seen this before if you've been watching the channel. We'll hang out on Zoom. I would say, Dave, what, more than half of the team is virtual?
More than half, yeah.
Yeah, more than half of the team is virtual. So we'll meet with everybody on Zoom. We'll hang out. We'll see what everybody's job is for the day. After that, I kind of jot down some notes on the most important things that I personally need to get done. And like I said, today, we don't know what's going to happen. We're going to try to lock in some deals. Dave, you got a couple things you could possibly work on and maybe lock in a deal?
Yeah. I'm still going to get back to High Street in Leominster. Still going to be working the buyer on 14 Royal. You and I will go over 319, 321 Walnut that we just put under agreement. We'll figure out what the deal is over there. I'm going to go through the system for over the last month's leads that were brought in, make sure that nothing's fallen through the cracks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have a call with Lori to get an update on a off-market Bill Rick, single family that was just inherited by some family members that she knows, and see what we can do over there to help.
Let's lock in a deal.
Yes, sir. Right?
And let everybody know we use this system called Slack in order to communicate. All right, what's up, family?
Good morning, everybody.
Brendan, what's the word, bro?
Morning.
All good. Been hammering all day. Just dropped my son off at the airport, so I'll be back at the desk in like 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
Sounds good, brother.
How's everybody? Good?
Doing good, bro. Ready to rock and roll today. Our job today is to lock in a deal in some form or fashion, whether we are dispoing a deal or locking in a purchase and sale agreement. We're trying to get a deal some way. We're going to show the people today us getting a deal. Can everybody do that? So between people generating leads for sellers, for people generating cash buyer leads, for us to try to convert some sales on the back end of these transactions, let's do what we got to do. You guys cool with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it. By the way, Brendan, if anything pops up while we're working today, so while the team is generating leads and you're following up with everybody, if there's a circumstance where there's a seller that's motivated enough where we think we can go on an appointment today and go get that thing closed, or if you have somebody that you're currently working that you can book an appointment with for the next maybe 3 hours or so, let's book it and we're going to go on that appointment in real time.
You got it.
All right, cool. Karen, you can continue to just work abroad. Oh, actually, Dave, we can start the process for that.
North Adams.
Yeah, we locked in a property in North Adams. So, that being said, Dave, what do you want to do for that, bro?
Well, I mean, we're really going to take a look at it, figure out the condition of the property, figure out how much work we believe it needs, look at ARVs, figure out what our ask price is going to be. It's Thursday today, so I think maybe we'll have to put it out Monday, do a showing maybe for Wednesday. Does the agreement call for that, or do we actually, what's our due diligence period on that?
Great question. Let me look. North Adams, bro. Where is this? Yo, if we get this deal off, when we get this deal off, I should say, yo, we really do this, man, because this property is in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We're looking at a 3-family in the middle of nowhere. I put it on the GPS this morning. I was like, oh, maybe we can go shoot a video at this property. And it's 3 hours away. Still in Massachusetts, but it's tucked into the very corner of Massachusetts. And I'm like, No, I'm not going there. But I'm pretty confident we could dispo it, bro.
Me too.
I think we can get that thing
30
off.
days of due diligence, regular days, not business, so.
No, you gotta look at the JV agreement. Let's see. I think we have like 10 days on it. So usually what we'll do for dispo is we'll get a contract, and then between the virtual assistants and Dave, we'll work that contract and talk to all the cash buyers in the area for a good, 2 days?
At least, it's typically a 4-day process. First day will be a Facebook post and Karen on the team pretty much working all cash buyers that have bought in that area. And then after that, day 2 is me following up with everyone she's connected with, plus us sending out our blast to our internal group of investors. Then for the next...
Do you have a mic, bro?
I do not.
Is it getting picked up on the feedback? I mean, on the thing? While Dave's getting his mic going. It probably picked up your, what's it called? I don't even know if y'all can see me or not. But anyways, what we'll do is we'll hammer cash buyer leads for like maybe 2 or 3 days, and then we'll have a showing. So we're getting as many cash buyers cash buyers' eyeballs onto these deals, and then we're having a showing. So for this deal, it's all the way 3 hours away, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to get it sold. I'm pretty confident that we are gonna be able to get it sold. And yo, this camera's heavy, bro. He said, yo, listen, this thing is heavy. Gosh dang. All right, we're good. You got your mic?
Mic'd up, ready to go, man.
Dave is mic'd up, everybody. Watch out.
Here we go, watch out.
All right, so that's the process. So, but for this deal, because it's such an, it's kind of a unique deal. It's a fire damage property. Mm-hmm. It's completely vacant. Anybody can kind of go there. I think the best thing for this one is just to put it out. First come, first serve, and just have the people go there.
Yeah.
Because this isn't like, this is more of one of these deals that a wholesaler brings us that they're like, hey, Mike, I don't really know what you guys are going to be able to do with this, but it's at such a cheap price. Let's just give it a shot and see what happens. This is these type of deals. For these type of deals, we can just blast out and see what we can do. So I think we should put this deal out today.
Let's do it.
Maybe we can even get it sold today.
Right. First come, first serve. You know how those go.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Normally, on our wholesale deals that we're dispoing, we'll work it for a good 2 or 3 days before we ever even blast it out on our list, and we'll generate as many cash buyer leads as possible. Then we'll blast it out, and then we'll have a showing. For this deal, because it's unique and because it's in the middle of nowhere, we're just gonna be like, yo, let's put a 3-family out under $100,000 in Massachusetts, and that thing should sell in a couple hours. Because where can you find a 3-family in Massachusetts for under $100,000? It's just unheard of.
You can't.
You cannot. So we're gonna figure out if we can make this thing happen, bro. All right, now, fam, what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Lee, I know we got that video going out today, right?
Yes, by 3 p.m.
Okay, what you can do, let me check the thumbnail that you had sent for that. Yeah, I like the thumbnail. Let's use that thumbnail that you had last sent.
Thank you, Mike.
So we use that thumbnail and then go over revisions one last time. So before you post it, just rewatch the video one last time. Remember to add the video that I sent last week in the middle of the video. You remember that one?
Yeah, I already edited it.
Love it. You're the best. And let's let that thing go. And we'll have another one for next week.
Thank you, Mike.
All right. Lead gen. Karen, let's work this North Adams deal. And then who else wants to work cash buyers? Regine, you've been crushing cash buyers all week. You want to work cash buyers as well?
Yes, Mike.
Why don't we have 3 of you guys work cash buyers and 1 of you guys work seller leads today? And let's just do whatever it takes to get this North Adams deal property done. You want to do that? So Dahlia, you want to work seller leads today and Zai can work cash buyers?
That's okay for me, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So Zai's going to work cash buyers. Regine's going to work cash buyers. Karen is going to work cash buyers. Karen, you can put out a Facebook post. You can call all the people on Investor Base and PropStream. And then Dave, you can get Zai and Regine a list as well.
I'm going to work on that right now.
And then every single time you guys have somebody interested, send them over the thing that Dave's going to send you. Dave's going to send you a whole paragraph of the deal. Okay? Before that, we'll have that ready in like an hour. Before that, just start to work those cash buyers in that area. And then Dahlia can work some seller leads. Brendan will be working those leads as well. And let's go have ourselves a day. All right. Before we get into it, let's pray. All right. Spirit of the living God, we come to your presence and we seek your face. We seek your will. We seek your ways and all the things that we do today. And we submit the business to you. We submit the works of our hands today, the works of our lips today to you, Lord. And may it be you that guides us. May it be you that goes before us in the day. If we're getting off path in any which way, whether it's in a conversation, whether it's in a meeting, whether it's in brainstorming, whether it's in editing videos or whatever it is, Lord, get us back on your path. We thank you that you are the one that keeps our path straight. So, Lord, we seek your face today. We seek your will. We seek your ways in all things that we do. And all things that we do while we're working to remain on that straight path. So, Lord, we seek the face of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And it's in Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Amen and amen.
Amen.
All right, gang.
Mike, real quick, take a look at 535 Prospect. I had 2 discussions with the seller and got all that information we were thinking about yesterday. The numbers are kind of close. And I think that if he changes a few things around on his end, he can make it work. But you'll see my notes in the calls. That takes care of all the questions we had yesterday about his deal.
There you go, bro. Look at you getting all the details, man.
Yeah, it's trying to work the deal with the seller. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, bro. Didn't that help?
It brought some clarity. Maybe it made him feel a little better to know that we were continuing to try to make something happen. But if we can't get past 385, has some limitations. He'll have to figure out making some concession on his end with his purchase in New Hampshire. But he wanted to put 40% down. So you'll see in the notes. It was interesting. Maybe he puts less down. It was all about him trying to control his monthly nut. So
Whoa.
it's all there. I'll be back at the desk in 5 minutes.
We're gonna pause that.
Pause, man. I thought I heard that. I was like, wait a minute.
I got you.
Come on now. I'm in a rainstorm here. I'm coming from the airport.
All right, bro. All right. Be safe out there in those streets. All right, gang. Let's get after it today. Everybody on cash buyers and seller leads. Let's go have ourselves a day and do some business, bruh. All right. Adios. Y'all know where to catch us.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
All right. So, Dave, let's go lock in some deals, brother.
Yes, sir.
Let me write down a couple things that I got to do for the day. And then, Dave, we can go over some of these deals that we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll do is every single day before I really get the day started is I'll write down all the important things that I got to do. And I'll look back at yesterday, some of the things that I didn't get done. And those will be some of the first things that I do today. So I'm going back to my thing for yesterday and writing some of those things down. And then I'm writing down the most important things that I got to get done today. And then we just attack and we try to cross as many things off the list as possible. So, Dave, let's do two things, bro. First things first, you had a showing in Fall River yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Offers were due today by what, 12?
By 12 o'clock, correct.
Got it. And we had a couple buyers that were interested, giving offers and stuff, and it looks like one guy is winning the bid.
Yes, it is. So we put it out, we were asking 322.5, and we ended up getting our best offer also with the most qualified buyer. So happened to be 325.
Okay, and we have not accepted the offer just yet.
We have not accepted the offer as of yet. The conversation was we were waiting on one more offer to come in. And after speaking with that buyer, also another buyer that we've worked with in the past and closed on properties with, came back not providing the offer. So 325 is our best offer on the table at this time.
All right. Why don't you call that guy and see if he can come up $5,000 to get it done and see what he says. Just say, hey, brother, is there any way you can come up $5,000 and we can call this thing a day today?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, we'll get back to that guy.
We'll get back to him.
Now let's work this.
Yeah, we need to figure out price so we can get the Facebook post out.
This North Adams property.
I will say too, just by looking at the investor base list I used to generate for Karen and the girls, just seeing where the average prices of where these are getting bought, it looks like at least the properties that are similar to our size and bed and bath count. We have this one here, purchased 165, sold for 265, and that was back in September. So he purchased this property in January of 2025 for 165. He sold it in September of this year for 265.
That's a multifamily?
That is a multifamily. That one is a 6-bed, 3-bath, 2878 square feet. We're a 6-bed, 3-bath, 2899 square feet and change. So technically 29.
He bought it in cash?
Let's see here. It has to be cash, yeah, because I removed conventional financing from the options.
Got it.
And he's also a really big buyer in this area as well.
Got it. So guys, check this out. Check this out. All right, what's the address over there, Dave?
That address was 15 North Summer
No,
Street.
what's our address?
Oh, 319-321 Walnut Street in North Adams.
Okay, so here's the property that we have under contracts. Wholesaler brings us this deal and says, hey, I need a buyer for it. It's in the middle of nowhere. I can't sell it. Can you come find me a buyer? So I'm like, let's do it, bro. But if you check this property out, on Investor Base, this is one of the main softwares we use for cash buyers. But it's also great, Dave, to do what you are saying, is to look at like where we should put this deal out to our investor list.
Because not only do we have the information at our fingertips of who's actually buying in the area, but we also know exactly what they're paying for it, which is really important to know when we're actually putting properties out, because we want to sell the properties we put out. So obviously knowing where they're buying the properties and maybe even digging a little deeper and seeing what the conditions of those properties were when they did purchase it gives us a really good idea of how we can competitively price this property.
Okay. I want to go back because I think I can. Oh no! Does it automatically filter the multifamilies, or do you have to say multifamily?
You specifically have to, because if you look at the top left, it'll say any for property type. So you'll just scroll that down and apply whichever properties that
Oh, got it. Right.
are actually applicable for us.
Okay. Okay, so we have a 3-family. Here's our property right here. Now, all these other properties that you see where these little bubbles are cash buyers that bought deals. That's a 5-unit that was bought. They purchased it. That was a while ago though for 112. We have this deal under contract right here for 55 grand. Another one. This one was bought for 40 grand. I wonder if there's a way that you can look at fire damage.
So that's where essentially you're going into specifically like finding the properties that look like they match ours, and then just simply looking into them, seeing what they were purchased at, what the condition of the property looked like, so on and so forth. So this is really just more of a tool to help us recognize the type of properties that are being bought and at the price point, and then we would then go in and just look at the property's condition and see if it's actually something that we could utilize as a comparison.
Bro, there are no people out here.
Nope, we are in the middle of nowhere.
I got one. Let's check this one out. This was bought this year. Okay. I mean, it's in pretty decent condition. What do you think the ARV on this thing is, Dave?
Well, we really don't have a 3-family comp that's sold that I like. A lot of these sold properties took a while, days to offer and to actually sell, so that's not really looking good for us saying we're on a time crunch. The best one I can see is a 2-family that's similar size to ours that sold. That was 19 days to offer, 19 on market. It is a 2-family, not a 3, but similar living area, square footage size. Not fully renovated, still dated, but clean, to say the least. And that sold for $399. So I think conservatively going into the winter months, people aren't really looking to buy and sell. And if they are, typically values go down a little bit. I would say we're probably sitting in like a low 3. Either high 2, low 3 conservative.
I see one that's sold for 400.
And that's,
oh, dude.
and that's a 2-family, I believe. The one you're looking at, the $399 one?
Here's how we're going to find this out. What we're trying to do right now is we're trying to figure out where we should try to sell this property at. Easiest way to do this is just know your numbers. Look at ARV, see what is needed for work for the property, and put it out where the investors need to buy it. Now, for this deal, it's in the absolute middle of nowhere, and there aren't too many comps. So we're just going to go based off of what the people in the market saying. And there's a property that's listed that's very similar. So I'm going to call this agent that has it listed and check to see what his activity is on that property.
The call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded.
Maybe his property took very long to get off of the market because he don't answer his dang phone, bro.
You gotta be answering your phone when you work in real estate, man. That's how we make our money.
I think, let me look at some of these other ones, actually. Oh, yeah, dude, that property's a piece of crap. It's probably worse than ours.
I don't know, it looks like there's a tree growing through it. I'd much rather take fire damage.
Yeah, that property is insanely messed up. Let's look at a couple more comps. There's a fully gutted 3-family that's super small. It's 1,500 square feet. It's listed at 89 grand.
Fully gutted?
Yeah, it's been active for 17 days, so that's a good sign.
So we
Well,
know
this
we
is a
have to
good
be
sign.
under.
2-family listed at 115, went under contract in 19 days. 2-family is horrendous, boarded up, horrendous inside, needs everything. That went under contract in 19 days. Bro, I think if we have this at 55, I think we put it out at like 69 grand and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. I would say that ARV is definitely landing in low 3s rather than high 2s.
Yeah, I got one that sold. Yeah, that's only 1,600 square feet, 2 family, 400. Let's see if that's the case. Yeah, Dave, let's put it out for 69 grand. So what you could do is let Karen know that. Mm-hmm. She'll blast out the Facebook post. Make sure she says North Adams 3 family, 69 grand. And then you could just put it out on the list right now, first come, first serve. And if people want access to the property, they have to bring their own screw gun to undo the board. Interesting, right? We got the green light from the seller to do that, by the way.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, the property's in terrible condition.
We're doing 69 flat or 69,999?
69 flat. Yeah, let's do that. So let me know when you get all that done, and then you can start fielding calls with that. That'll be one thing that we try to work on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we could try to call that guy in Fall River back to see if he can buy that deal.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Doing good. So you want to get some people over there in Watertown?
Yeah, I got a guy who was interested. The number would be 550.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's even worth it or not, but they'd be interested to go check it out tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Got it. Let me call the agent back because he was going to call the seller and see where his bottom dollar would be.
Yeah. And then let me know.
All right, cool. I'll make that call in a little bit.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Bye.
Peace. Deposit with the assignment. 9 grand went towards the purchase and sale, and he just sent you the final $1,000 that we can hold. There was also another $1,000 that was sent to bind the offer to purchase. That will go back to the original wholesaler that got it under contract. All right, let's get it, bro. We're banging the phones.
I had a few calls. I gotta disqualify people to pass on stuff. You know, especially with these agents. And they got a lot of on-market stuff that just doesn't make sense. I don't want to waste time, you know.
Oh, actually, come check this out, man. Hey, we told y'all. Y'all didn't hear the conversations, but look at this. That's a signed deal right there. 11/13, that's today. Just now. Let's check this deal out. We got a single family for 180 grand in Westfield, Mass. We could probably sell that for like 200 grand. Yo, Dave, we got one on the board, bro.
I mean, I told you it was going to happen today. And the day just started. We're not done yet.
Yeah, nah, we have another
two
2 or 3
opportunities at least, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
What do y'all do to celebrate a deal?
What do we do to celebrate a deal? Yo, you know what I wanted to do?
What?
You know what they used to do back in the day in the Bible?
What was that?
When somebody transferred a piece of property to somebody, that person would have to take off their sandal and give it to the other person.
Dude, I got my flip-flops in my car right now.
No, we don't want your sandals.
I'm just saying, dude.
Keep your shoes, Dave.
I mean, we got the olive tree in the corner. That's like a peace offering, you know?
Yeah, well, what I'm going to do, I had an idea of this. We're going to get a box, just an empty, like, clear box. And I'm going to buy, like, 100 sandals. Every single time that we close a deal, we put that sandal in the box. We're going to start January 1st.
Okay.
And then we'll look at how many deals we did by the end of the year.
Are we putting in 2 sandals, like, per? Is it, like,
No,
both
just one.
Just one, okay.
Just a sandal.
A individual sandal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a individual sandal that we'll put in the box by the end of the year. We'll look at how many deals we did by how many sandals are in the box.
Remind me to just keep my nice slides far away from you.
Right? Like, where are we getting these sandals from? Sandals?
No, I'm just going to buy like
Slides?
100 of them. Well, actually, you know what we got to do? We got to make a goal on how many deals that we're going to do.
We usually do that end of year. That's our end of
Let's
year.
call it 100. Well, actually, we'll have that meeting in a couple weeks.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for the amount. But what we'll do is we'll buy the amount of sandals that we're shooting for. And we will know if we hit our goal or not, depending on how many sandals are left over.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we did our job, we're going to have to go buy more sandals by
sandals.
October.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
At least
I got
October.
quite a few we could start with that. I don't
A full year of dispositions and acquisitions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say end of summer, we should be able to accomplish that.
100 deals is a lot of deals.
It's a lot of deals.
100 deals is how many per month?
Plan on getting at least
It's like
24 for me.
Eight per month. 24.
That's 2 a month.
2 a month.
That's it.
Wow. All right.
We could do that. 2 a month?
It's feasible.
We can do that.
Start now.
Start right now. I got a couple extra months.
I got some seller finance thing happening too that I don't know. It probably needs to be converted to novation.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
Southbridge, condo.
Dude, I want another novation right now.
This thing is like turnkey, but it had pets in it. So, I think maybe
Agent or direct to seller?
agent, but it's her listing. So
It's already listed?
there's one agent involved. Yep, it's been on the market 60 days. I sent a zero down, zero interest seller finance offer, and he countered with like a high down payment. So he's cool with the seller finance. So that just gives me, the go ahead to pitch maybe a novation.
I have a buyer for a seller finance deal in Southbridge. If we can get it on seller finance, it's going to be tough for a novation if it's already listed. Because I was telling Dave was working an on-market deal the other day, and he was like, "Well, maybe we could do a novation." It wasn't really an option that he was aggressively pursuing, but just the thought of a novation just doesn't make any sense because the property was fully renovated pretty much. And it's very hard to get a novation done, a quick novation where you're just doing a 10K cleanup and then putting it back up on the market if it's already on the market.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless you get it super, super cheap. Unless you get it at let's just say it's listed at 400 and you get it at maybe 250 or something. And then you say, hey, we got to take this thing off the market, clean it up a little bit, and then put it back up and you relist it at 315 or something and it moves, then maybe that could be the case. But if they're trying to get around their asking price on the market, the novation doesn't really make sense.
So we need a deep discount if it's on the market.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to hear the numbers for this one? Will the counter?
Yeah.
So he wants a purchase price of $179.
Mm-hmm.
He wants $70,000 down and a 60-month payment term, which is 5-year balloon,
Mm-hmm.
at $300 a month.
Hey, Dov, this is David Seddon. How's your day going?
Doing well yourself?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
How can I help you, sir?
I'll check it out.
So I don't usually buy Massachusetts, but just sent me a deal which looks too good to say no to. Just want to get a bit more information. The 319-321 Walnut Street for $69,000.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the story? What construction needs to be done to this place? Is there foundation issues? How come it's so cheap?
So we had fire damage on the property.
Fire damage. Okay. Okay, that's something I could deal with.
Now, is this an area you typically buy in, Dov?
Pardon?
Is this an area that you like to focus on buying in, or are you all over the state?
No, I'm all over Connecticut state. But when I see a multifamily for $69,000, that does look exciting. I'm actually just looking at it saying, nah, you're a bit too far north. If it was like closer to Connecticut, I can maybe consider it. I'm just looking at the address. That's a bit too far north for me, I'll be honest.
Gotcha. Even at 69,000, it's too far north.
Even because of 69,000 plus how much it's going to cost to fix it.
That's true.
So it's not 69,000. It's listen, even if it's a great deal, it's just I can't manage. So any single time there's an issue, I'm based in New Haven, Connecticut. That's a good 3-4 hour drive away from me. Anything goes wrong with construction, it's a bit too much for me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Dov, let me ask, if the numbers make sense, if you take a look at it and the numbers make sense, would it still be something you wouldn't consider?
Not this one because it's too far away from me.
Okay.
If it was closer, sure. Like I said, I focus more on Connecticut. Anything that is in Connecticut, 100%, and anything outside of Connecticut, as long as it's close enough.
Okay, Dov, I appreciate that. By any chance, would you happen to know anyone that would consider buying in that area?
I don't. I do apologize.
No, it's okay. It can only hurt if you don't ask, right?
Exactly, 100%. That's true.
All right, Dov, well, I appreciate it. Again, I mean, if you want to take a look at the numbers, I know it's outside of your location, but, the numbers do look really good here. So if it is something to take a look at, if it's something that catches your eye and you are interested after you take a look at it, feel free to give me a call back, all right?
Will do. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too.
Thank you, bye.
Right, look at that. Dude, we put that deal out 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, 3 minutes ago. This is what it's always like. It's always
when
like
that call came in, that's crazy. I'm going to answer the next one that comes in.
All right. Oh, yeah, because you have access to the number, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to answer the next one. Couple things. I like how you opened up a little bit more vague and asked him what's got him interested in the property, right? Mm-hmm. One thing, when you're asking for referrals, don't ask, just tell. So instead of like, hey, would you happen to have anybody that might be interested in that property?
Do you have someone?
No.
Oh.
Who do you know?
Who do you know?
Who do you know that might buy a property up there that way? What happens? That gets them to start thinking. That puts them in a position where they're like, all right, I got to go find somebody. They might even start looking in their contact list. Like, let me see. But if you give them an easy out where it's just like they're trying to just get out of the conversation. Anyways, he probably just pulled it up on his map. He's like, oh, bro, it's freaking 2.5 hours away. Yeah, I'm good.
That's exactly what it was. He's in New Haven, so.
Yeah, he's just like, no, I'm all set. So he's already in that mindset. But you got to get him back into like, hey, how can we possibly work together? When you ask it that way, there's a possibility that he might start working it. And in the event he even has like an agent or somebody that might have some sort of connection, there's an opportunity for him to make money. All he's got to do is just refer us to somebody.
Yeah.
If he refers us to somebody, then boom. So rule number 1 of selling is what?
Rule number 1, don't get caught selling?
No.
Oh.
I've told you guys this many times.
You're going to say it and it's going to make me laugh. But.
Rule number 1 of selling is always agree.
Yes.
Okay? So there was a tiny bit of friction where you were like, even if the price is good, you wouldn't do it. What happens? That was a little bit of you getting ahead of him, pushing him back. But you can stay back here, bro, for the time being. You were way too early in the sales process to temperature check to see where he's at. Okay? Just agree with him. Oh, really? Okay, so it's pretty far from you. Where are you located? New Haven. Oh, gosh, so that's probably what, like a good 2.5 hours away? So now what? We're in the sale. We're still in the conversation. You know what I mean? He hasn't fully checked out yet. You're in agreement with him still. You're still having the conversation. Now, turn it another way. Try to work it another way. You see what I mean? Try to squeeze the juice out of the entire fruit of that conversation. Hello, this is Mike from Silver Homes.
Hi, Mike. It's Keisha Glover. How are you?
Keisha, I'm doing incredible. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I just seen that property you had in North Adams for $69,000.
Yes. What do you think?
How much fire damage do it have? Is it a lot? Is it a burnout?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is a deal that we got in our pipeline that was sent to us, and the wholesaler was like, "Hey, listen, if you guys have somebody on your list that can just go there, check the property out, and give an offer as fast as possible, he's ready to get rid of it." So we don't know the full extent of the fire damage from what it's been told to us. I'm saying this because I don't want to give you any wrong expectations if you do go there. But from what we've been told, it is salvageable, so it's not just a full-out teardown. It does look like the fire came through the roof, so you're probably going to have to put a new roof on there.
Sounds good.
But really, it's just a situation where if a buyer's interested, especially given the price point that it's at, it's a very cheap price. If a buyer's interested, they can go there, check it out, and if it's something that they want, they can give an offer as soon as possible because it's like a first come, first serve type of deal.
Okay. We'll try to, I'll talk to my husband, see when we can get out there, take a look at it, and then I'll give you a call. Can you walk in any of the units, or is it locked up or anything, you know?
So you'll go there with a screw gun. And I'm not joking.
Screw gun?
Yes.
Okay.
An actual screw gun. We have permission from the seller to go there with a screw gun and take the boards off of the door. You just got to make sure that you put it back. And before you go there, just let us know, and we'll send you a hold harmless agreement. That pretty much just states that, you know,
good.
you have the right to go there without getting hurt or anything like that.
Okay. You had something in Fall River. Did you guys already accept the offer? I couldn't. I was so busy that day. I wanted to get down there, but I just couldn't make it by 11.
Yeah, it's actually, we're in the middle of negotiations right now. How
bad was that?
The rehab?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. That was probably like a $70K rehab.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you guys in negotiations. Well, I guess I'll wait and see what comes up next, but I'll give you a call if we plan to go out to North Adams.
Okay, cool.
And, before we go, I'll give you a call, let you know. And I'll continue receiving your texts and give you a call. You don't have nothing in Brockton, huh?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay. Okay.
So
All right, well, sounds good.
what's got you excited about the North Adams deal?
I was looking because, you know, we've looked up there about maybe a year ago, and I'm like, oh, 69,000. 3 family, that sounds pretty good. I'm like, that's not bad. I mean, I knew it had needed some work, but I mean, I just got to see it and see if it's worth it. I got to do some comps in that area, see what things are worth. I kind of know what the rents are. Like I said, we were looking in that area maybe a year ago, so I had already did the research on rents and all that type of stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so you were already looking in North Adams specifically like a year ago for a property?
Yeah.
Really?
We were all up in Pittsfield, yeah.
Where are you guys located?
We're out of Brockton.
Got it. What's got you thinking about going all the way almost up to Vermont?
Pricing.
Yeah.
Pricing, and then my husband, he has some friends that live in Pittsfield, so.
Oh, that makes sense.
You know, we would have them go and look at stuff for us, and then sometimes we would go up ourselves.
So would you guys happen to have somebody that could go to the property regardless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because one thing we're actually looking for is somebody to go check it out and get some pictures for it. So whether or not you guys wanted to purchase it or have somebody go there just to check it out, that would be great.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get on the phone with my husband right now, and then see I can get back to you. Definitely.
All right, cool. Yeah, the sooner the better, because we are doing first come, first serve on it. Usually we do a situation where we're doing a showing and there's some time to, you know, a few days in between when we put it out to the time that we have the showing so that people have time to book it in their schedule. But because this one's just not a specific deal that we would typically work on, we're just putting it out first come, first serve. So if anybody is interested in getting it done, pretty much the first one that wants to submit an offer at ask or above ask is the one that's going to get it.
Okay.
All right.
That's good to know. Thank you so much. And you said you don't have nothing else. What else you got? Everything else offers already in?
As far as inventory that's available right now?
Yeah.
Besides that one in Fall River, this is the only one. And then we have one that's going to be going out in Westfield next week.
Westfield. Okay.
But we'll keep you posted. You'll get every text message and stuff when we have the properties.
All righty. Sounds good. I'll be talking to you shortly.
Okay, cool. If it's not me, it'll be Dave giving you a follow-up call. When should we follow up?
Actually, follow up. I'm going to actually call you back in the next couple of hours. I'm going to call my husband right now.
Okay, great.
Let him know what I've seen. Send him this photo, and I'll give you a call back.
Sounds like a plan.
All righty. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Keisha.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What stood out to me is when you asked her, like, what's got you excited about this deal?
Hmm.
Because she was ready, she was going, like, she was like, ready to, finish hang up. Like, she was like, all right, cool. But you brought her back in with that question. When you said, what's got you excited about this deal?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when she just, I mean, you've probably spoken to her before. Sound like you already.
No.
No, you've never spoken to her?
No.
So it was like, she just started spilling it, right? She just really opened up after that question. So.
Well, this is sales. Most people are not looking at dispo as sales. It's the same thing as talking to sellers. Bro, the same sales process that you use to sell a car is the same sales process that you're going to use to sell insurance. It's the same sales process that you're going to use to get a seller under contract. It's the same sales process that you're going to use to get a buyer under contract. It's all the same stuff. Bro, sales is very simple. There's a circumstance. You got to ask questions to really understand the circumstance. And then you got to do your job as a chef to fulfill the order. That's it. Some people don't know what they want when they go to the restaurant, and they need the person to ask questions and figure out what they like and give suggestions and all that type of stuff. And then the chef comes and delivers that. That's all sales is. So like for her, I know that probably 50% of the buyers that are going to call just saw the price and they're just like, oh, let me see if I can figure out something. Right? But my curiosity asked me, well, if you are 2.5 hours away, because I would never buy a property 2.5 hours away. If you were 2.5 hours away, why the heck are you even interested in this property? Right. Then she goes on to say, oh no, we've actually been looking in this area because the price points are very low and we have people out that way. So now I'm thinking in my brain, okay, this makes a lot more sense. They probably have contractors and stuff out that way. This deal wouldn't make sense for them. They were looking at property a town over. You see?
That question brought you to that.
Mm-hmm.
You had to find out. You asked the right question to figure that out, right? It's 2.5 hours away. Okay, this might not make sense, but once she opened up and gave you that additional information, now it's like, okay, this does make sense for this buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So.
But most people will answer these calls and they won't slow down. They'll just be like, hey, I got an off market. Da, 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 da. It's this much. It's this much in work. The ARV is this. And the ARV is da, 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 da. Offers due. Get there. Da, 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 da. It's like, bro, can you slow down and sell?
Yeah.
Rather than selling features and benefits, like try to be a consultant and actually help solve this person's problem that's calling. Because the person that's calling you has a problem. Their problem, what do you think their problem is? They need deals. Is this going to be a good deal for them? If somebody comes on your car lot, let's just say you have a used car lot, and you have minivans there, you have coupes there, you got motorcycles there, you got all the different types of vehicles there, and they're looking for a specific car. Let's just say a mother comes in with a family of 5. But you don't ask any questions because you're so excited about the motorcycle that just came in. And you're just selling all the features and benefits about the motorcycle. You're never going to get the sale.
100%.
But if you ask her questions like, hey, what's even got you interested in coming in and buying a car today? Well, I have a 4-door sedan right now. The thing's kind of on its way out. I'm getting kind of nervous. I don't know what's happening with the alternator, the transmission, On top of that, I have a newborn coming, and we already have 5 people in the family. So we barely fit in the car now.
Right. So you have to show them what resonates with their situation.
Yeah, bro, you got to do your job and be the chef and bring the order to them. Dave, you had another buyer call?
Yeah, JB. I wanted to get JB with us. And then he was telling me, dug a little deeper, found out that he actually has a multifamily out in North Adams as well.
Oh, dope.
He says it's a little over 4,000 square feet, completely to the studs, needs absolutely everything in work. That he's asking 150 for.
Oh, wow.
So we love that.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was asking if he wanted to partner up on us, and I told him that at the moment that we already have it JV'd and we already have partners on it. So at this time, because we just put it out, the interest is still strong. I said, maybe we could revisit it after a couple of days and seeing what the feedback and the interest is like. He says he has 2 good buyers, one of which was supposed to buy that property that he had, but he ended up saying that property was too much work, which
150, over 4,000 square feet of property to have to work rehab. Numbers definitely seem a little tight there at that price. So our property may be a good fit for him. So we'll see how the rest of the today and tomorrow goes and see what we can do. But at this price point, we're going to get blown up all day today.
Okay, cool. I'm going to get a hold harmless agreement drafted.
So we can send out to everyone.
Yeah, before anybody walks the property.
They have to sign it prior.
Yeah, you got to get them to sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to make a Google sheet with all the people that are interested?
We can do that.
Yeah, make a Google sheet with all the people that are interested and include that buyer that I just talked to.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Joshua, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? That North Adams deal you got, how many units is that?
That's a three family. Mm-hmm.
You're closing on 12/12?
That's the closing that we have scheduled right now on the underlying agreement, yep.
I'm going to be out there. Is there a possibility to see it, or is it a sight unseen?
No, so you can go to the property and take a look at it. You would need to bring a drill gun. We do have permission from the buyer for you to take the screws off the boards that are covering the door to walk it. We would just have to have you signed an agreement that would allow you to go there, just in case anything were to happen. And we would have you sign that prior to actually walking the property.
All right. Is there some structural damage?
So we actually had this property brought to us. So the actual integrity of the property we're not aware of. So that's why we're just doing first come, first serve. It was a fire damaged property. And at least from what we can see on Google Street View is there is a hole in the roof. So the fire definitely made its way up to the top floor of the property. But I would say absolutely getting out there, getting your eyes on the property would be the best way to assess the work needed.
All right, yeah. I'm going to be out there Tuesday. Is it okay if I go by?
On Tuesday? Yeah, absolutely. Is that an area? What has you going out there on Tuesday?
What time am I going up there on Tuesday?
No, is North Adams an area that you regularly go to?
I got 7 buildings out in North Adams.
Oh wow, so you pretty much are the landlord of North Adams.
Well, I'm 1 of 3. But,
small town, huh?
Yeah, I love it out there, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'd love to get a look in it, see if I can make something work with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will let you know. I mean, we do have it as first come, first serve. So at least between now and then, if anything were to change, I can provide you an update. But I would say that, if there is any way you could get out there sooner, just to make sure you at least have an opportunity to get the property if it is something you like.
That's fine. If they want to take the fire property in North Adams before me, they're more than welcome to.
All right.
It's not easy. Yeah, all right. Send me whatever I got to sign, and I'll sign it, and I'll go by Tuesday.
Perfect. Sounds good. Josh, before I let you off the phone, do you want to just provide me your email just so I can make sure I have that?
At gmail.com.
Perfect. All right, so I have that email. I'll go ahead and get that sent over to you. And if there's anything that changes between now and Tuesday that allows you to get to that property earlier, just let me know, okay?
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
Josh. Sounds good. I appreciate the call.
Yep.
All right, talk soon.
Bye.
Dave, pretty good call, brother, man.
I appreciate you, man.
So where did things shift on that call?
When he mentioned that he had how many properties in North Adams?
7.
So what was the question that Dave asked?
I missed it.
What has you going out there? Because he said he was going out there on Tuesday.
Similar. Yeah, it was similar to the same question you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Was basically what's got you excited about this one, right? And that's when he just started to give you all the information.
Dave, I like how you created urgency on that deal because you did not do it in a way that was
forceful.
I'm going to say cringe, bro. A lot of people create urgency and it's very cringy. They're like, hey, you need to submit an offer right now. There's property's not going to get done. It's like, okay, bro, if you tell that to me, I'm going to say something very similar to that guy. I'll be like, bro, I'm not your buyer. Go ahead and find somebody else that don't operate like that.
100%.
But the way Dave did it is Dave was like, hey, listen, which is very true. We could accept an offer today. And fair enough, that guy's like, bro, if that thing gets sold, all right, whatever it is, what it is. But he at least needs to plant a seed of some urgency. One, to temperature check to see if this guy would be like, oh crap, all right, bet, I'm going to get out there today. To try to get him out there sooner. But in the way that he did it was like, hey, that's cool. Rule number 1 of selling.
Agreed.
Always agree.
Always agree.
That's cool. Tuesday's fine. You can get out there Tuesday. I will say that this one's a first come, first serve. So it's not going to be like a showing where we have a specific date or anything like that. Pretty much just whoever gets it first gets it first. So if anything changes from now until then, I'll keep you posted. Dave, what I probably would have asked is I would have said specifically, is there any way that you could get out there sooner than Tuesday? And then have him tell you no and then be like, okay, cool, we'll wait until Tuesday. But he pretty much told you.
Like my mindset was, I feel like that would be like too much. Like he already kind of, I kind of temperature checked him saying, is there any way we can get out there sooner? He was like, man, if that thing ends up selling before Tuesday, then.
I don't think you asked him if you can get out there sooner. He said.
When I said, well, you know, this is first come, first serve, you know, so at least I want to make sure you have an opportunity if it's something you like to be able to have an opportunity to put it in an offer and get your eyes. And he goes, well, man, you know, if this thing sells prior to Tuesday, then, you know, let him have it. My brain took that like, okay, it doesn't seem
what I'm saying is in between that, you can ask him that specific question.
Okay.
So when you leave it like that, like when you leave it open for him to just answer, you don't give him an opportunity to answer that question. Because now when he goes behind the pendulum, when he's like, all right, no, I'm back here now, you can't jump forward and ask that question.
Yeah.
But if you simply preface it with, hey, well, this is a first come, first serve type of deal. Is there any way that you can get out there before Tuesday? Then he can answer it and say that. You see what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Because then he might say, oh, well, I am going out there tomorrow. Because we at least have to check to see if he's able to go out there. That make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But when you
Like unforced urgency.
Right.
Because they can smell it through the phone when you're forcing it. And I've had it happen to me countless times. We literally had one deal over in Wareham where it actually wasn't me. I was creating urgency and he felt as if it was fake urgency, just trying to get him to hire his offer. And we probably could have got the number that we wanted on it, but we ended up going a little less just because of just the way that I phrased it. So at the beginning of the call, he could smell like, you know, maybe there wasn't another offer that he was working up against. So by the time we actually got belly to belly, we didn't get the number that we wanted. We still ended up having him come up and then we ended up selling the property. But the first minute of that call, after the call was done, it was probably like a 4 or 5 minute call. Mike and I, we re-listened to it. And even I, just re-listening to it the first time, I'm sitting on the other side listening to this like, oh, I think he's full of crap too. You know?
Yeah. Hey, Deb sent us another one.
Oh, bro. I ended up going to that restaurant that she was talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
What restaurant was that?
Scootery or something like that.
Hi.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey.
Hey, any update from having the conversation with the seller on Watertown?
He's gonna call me later, but
Okay.
you know, it just drops like, you know, probably by 70, 80K if he decided to go with like a low 5. You haven't heard anything on the 580, right?
No, not yet. That guy's pretty much been ghost. At this point, I'm gonna chalk it up as he's yanking a chain.
Yeah, because he's like, he was interested in the 580. Like, he would probably do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you probably don't have anybody else at 580. So,
Yeah, the highest we got right now with not a hard offer, but interest that would need to get back into the property is at 550. And then we had a couple solid offers that we could probably get done right now without them having to go back between 515 and 525. And we might even be able to get them to come up a little bit. But that's pretty much where we're at.
that paints the picture a little more. Let me get back to him. I'll get back to you. I'm going to the Pats.
Oh,
it'll
dope,
be
bro.
tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. They play tonight.
Yeah, I forgot they play tonight.
Where's the Jets?
So I'm heading there in like a couple hours, and I'm just going to be checked out tonight. But we can reconnect in the morning.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Well, have fun out there, bro. Go Pats.
Thanks, brother.
All right, bro. See ya. We're going to get back to the video in just a sec, but I got to let y'all know, it took me 7 months to get my first real estate deal. And it took me a whole nother year after that to get to the point where we were doing multiple deals per month. I really had one problem. I simply wasn't connecting with the people that were really doing deals here. Once we got connected to the people that were doing deals here in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, our business skyrocketed. I started doing multiple deals per month. So here's what we did. We started doing a monthly Zoom where we're doing deals with everybody here in the market. We call sellers, we underwrite deals, and my team even provides free leads to the people that come to the Zoom for those people to call. And whatever comes from it, comes from it. If an appointment comes from it, I'm gonna come on the appointment with you. If a deal comes from it, you are going to be a partner on that deal. So go to wholesalewithmike.com. We do a Zoom once or twice every single month, and that's what we do on the Zoom. You're gonna get an email and a text message. Once those Zooms come out, I'm gonna catch y'all on Zoom. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah, I do all bottled water. Nothing from the faucet.
Yeah, nothing from the faucet, bro. Dave is different. That's a different man. All right, so we're gonna go grab some water. It's funny because Jai comes here and shoots content with us, and he's always hungry, and I never offer him no food. I'm like, yo, Jai, you want a water, bro? My homeboy's starving. Yo, homeboy would be starving every single time I ask him, yo, you want a water, bro? Jai's like, yeah, bro, I guess. And today's the first day that he actually asked for a water, and I ain't got no water. So we're gonna go grab some water.
Can't have the visitors thirsty. Yeah, she has a property in Hull.
Oh yeah?
Right next to Hingham.
Off market?
Yep, off market. It's right on the water.
Oh, bro.
But they just priced way too high. I'm thinking they're trying to, she says it needs a total gut. So I'm thinking, you know, they're looking at like a tear down development type of play.
All right, so what do we got so far? We got one contract back. We put out a deal. Dave is working those buyers. We have to lock in a Fall River property that we had a showing on yesterday. I think we can get that done within the next couple hours. So there's an opportunity to get 3 deals just right there. And then we have some things that you're working on, right?
Yeah, we got the seller finance condo in Southbridge. And then we got the Franklin one that Brittany wants to submit an offer on.
The seller finance one, do you think you can get me on the phone with the seller?
Ooh, maybe, yeah. He seems pretty savvy, investor, and the agent is super cool and open-minded. So yeah, I think we can make it happen.
Because I have a buyer for that.
And that was my only thing. That was my thing. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to keep, you know, countering and throwing numbers out there if I don't exactly know who's the buyer for this deal.
The purchase price is 170.
179 is what he countered with.
And he wants 70K down.
And he wants 70K down, 300 a month.
So he wants 40% down. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. And I just got, when I was driving to the office, I had a phone call with Marissa, the agent, and I was just telling her, like, listen, 40% down on a 180 purchase price is insane.
All right, because I have a buyer specifically in Southbridge that's looking for more rentals. They're refinancing a property. Like in real time right now, they'll probably refinance that in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. And
what I can imagine that they would do is they would just take those funds from the refinance and roll that into this deal.
Yes, I mean, I offered to pay, you know, agent's commission, closing costs, and zero down to the seller, just because we need some time to, you know, get it stabilized. There's pets in there, so who knows what needs to happen. It's turnkey, but you still gotta get it rent ready, right? So
Yeah, I like that deal. We'll get it at like 10 to 15 grand down.
That's what I told her, that we would like to be in it 10 to 12% down, including whatever the terms is. You know, agent fee, cash to the seller, closing costs, and then whatever little bit of rehab it takes to get it rent ready. So, it's a HOA. It's a big one, but they cover a lot, so it'll be easy to manage.
Yo, Jai, you want some food, bro?
Yeah, hook them up.
Eat today.
You get to eat today, bro. Or maybe we could order lunch. If y'all want.
Yeah, hook us up, host.
I got y'all. So, I never park in the actual space. We park right here.
Really? You do what you want, huh?
Now we gotta play by the rules. Let's play by the rules. Let's get some extra steps in.
Psych.
Play by the rules, all right? Even though there's nobody here.
Just to let y'all know, we weren't recording Michael.
No, listen, I'm a man of integrity. I did a deal with that lady right there.
Nah.
Yeah, she bought, no, she was the buyer's agent on one of the flips that we sold.
Hold on, self-reserve?
That's crazy.
Shout out to Kay. Get Kay some free marketing.
Yes, Kay. It's on a grocery store carts.
That's a good idea, bro.
Yeah, that's great marketing.
Maybe we should put, oh, bro. Right there, put We Buy Houses.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let's go talk to the manager.
Everybody comes to the grocery store.
All right, so I'm a water bottle guy.
You doing 1 or 2?
We'll get 3.
3 of these?
I'm a water bottle guy because if you drink 8 of them, that's a gallon. So it's easy for me to count. I used to actually carry a gallon around. But it's like it's goofy, bro. Walking around with a big gallon.
Stanley?
Nah, yo. Nah. My wife got a Stanley. Nah.
Hello, Jason.
Here you go.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, guys?
Not bad, not bad. I got the listing from you guys about the walls in North Adam actually.
Okay.
Question. How's the condition? It's like a little farther from me. I'm like on the south shore. You got any south shore properties like that or just that side?
Not currently at this moment, we don't, but we do get them a lot. So I would absolutely stay tuned and watch the texts that come through because we do get a lot of properties in the South Coast. You know, we just put out two Fall River properties last week alone. So, but for this
one in Marshfield. That was you or somebody? I don't know.
Yeah, Marshfield, 30 Tupelo. That was us.
Yeah. Is it gone or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Whenever the properties we put out, just so that you're aware, we typically have them under agreement within 24 hours after the day that we show the property.
Oh, okay. Is this one is under agreement or is still hanging?
No, this one's first come, first serve. You know, we just put it out a little under an hour ago. The phones have been ringing, you know, obviously because of the price. You know, everyone sees 69,000 on a multifamily. They have to know what's going on.
Well, they gotta know, like, is it rented? Right now, is it rented or not?
No, so this property actually had fire damage.
Oh, okay. I don't see a front. So it's a total loss, though?
No, not a total loss. We had this property brought to us, so we actually aren't 100% certain of the condition of the property. We did speak with the seller and get permission that we are able to have you walk the property. You would have to bring a power drill to unscrew the screws on the boards covering the door, and I would just have to have you sign an agreement just in case anything were to happen on the property that we wouldn't be liable. But from the Google Street View, there is a hole in the roof, so we absolutely know that a new roof would be required. But to the extent of how much of the property was consumed by the fire, unfortunately, we don't have that. That's why we're just doing first come, first serve. whoever wants to go out there and take a look and get their eyes on it, they essentially have the upper hand, because not even we know what the true condition is at this moment.
Oh, so you never walked to the property?
No, we had it brought to us by one of our partners.
Oh, okay. I thought you probably know basic stuff on that. So.
Now, is this an area that you're typically interested in?
No, it's kind of a little farther from me. I'm in South Shore, more like that. So wondering like how the condition. I mean, the prices are attractive, but I mean, I don't know how. I mean, obviously the prices are attractive, and there is something goes behind it anyway. So wondering what's in there. So I was gonna go down there, but I'll be out of country actually, so I don't think I'm gonna make it for that 12 closing. But that's what I was thinking.
Gotcha. When are you going out of country?
I'll leave in next week.
Next week? Yeah, that's exciting. How long are you going for?
Yeah, I have a week, but I mean, I don't know how much I can do homework and other things in a week. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now,
Yes, go ahead.
Is there an opportunity where you may be able to go out there this weekend and then have at least now until you leave to have an idea just to see if the numbers make sense for you?
Well, I have to see it, and I kind of got a little backed up kind of things and everything. But let me see if I can sneak out and go, because kind of day trip for me, it's like, for me, it's almost 3 hours away. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it is a far drive from the South Shore.
Far drive. So I don't want to promise and just go there. But what do you think? You said phone is ringing on this property. What do you think? Anybody had offered it yet?
Not as of yet. It's really just been general interest like yourself, seeing 69,000 on a multifamily in Massachusetts. Everyone's kind of like, what's going on over here? We do have people that are in the area that are trying to get out to the property just because it is first come, first serve. But as of right now, we have no offers.
Well, it would be cheaper for them if you live in next town or so, it would be easier for them to look at the property and maintain the property anyway, even if they don't flip it, So.
Exactly. I mean, I will say, that area we don't really have a strong presence in with investors. So a lot of the feedback that we've gotten has been from South Shore, South Coast investors who are just looking for cash flowing multifamilies. So as of right now, I actually haven't gotten anyone that truly lives out there. It's really everyone who's in your area, saw the number, wanting to get some more information, and then with it being first come, first serve, just essentially trying to see
what the rent on there actually is roughly. Do you know? Any ideas or no?
Off the top of my head, I don't, and I wouldn't want to provide you a figure that's not accurate.
It makes sense, yeah. Well, I mean, even the flipping or something, even if I put my time and money into it, I just want to know, I've never been to North Adam, to tell you the truth. So.
Yeah, you're pretty much on the New York-Vermont line. So you're pretty much on the farthest northwest corner of Massachusetts. So I would imagine, the rents aren't going to be anything like they are in our area. But I'm sure.
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure that it's still cash flows well. It's just a matter of, because I feel like in that area you're probably more likely than so dealing with a lot of people who are renting. So it's definitely a good opportunity for multifamilies.
Let me put it together, my thoughts and other thing, and then see how it goes and give you buzz. How's that? All right.
Perfect. And then what I'll do for you in the meantime is let me look into seeing what the rent is like in the area, because I'm sure if you have that information, that will make the numbers make substantial more sense.
Makes sense. You're right. Yeah. Before I drive that, if I have a little bit of basic homework, then would be help me to keep in my mind clear there.
Yeah. So I'll do that for you, and I'll shoot you a text with what I come up with, and I'll also send you over ARV in the area as well.
Okay.
Now, is this something that you would want to hold on to for yourself, or would you want to go and fix and then flip?
Oh, no, this one to flip it anyway.
Okay.
You're asking about this property, right?
Correct, specifically this one.
Yeah. Mostly it's flipping. I don't think I'll even find the tenant or something. I'm just looking if I create something or something. I mean, I have upstate New York people, I know them, but I don't think they'd be interested either, so at this point. But we'll see how it goes or something, But
perfect.
It's just a thought. I mean, it's way out of my area, so it's not, it's like a 50-50 interest, put it this way.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but with a price like this, you and everyone else is interested, so it's definitely a good opportunity. It's worth at least looking into.
That's the reason you probably phone ringing the price. And I mean, he bought it for what, 120, I guess, and then
Property
like
card,
that.
yeah, property card shows 120.
Yeah. I mean, and then probably the fire and everything. So I don't know how damage done and everything. So we'll see. As you say, it's a hole in the roof, but I don't know. How much to put it down to bring it back to the life.
Yeah, so let me get some numbers sent your way, so at least you have a good idea if the numbers make sense. And if they make sense, let's see if there's an opportunity for you to go and check it out and see what we can do to work together.
Okay, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Renting out per unit somewhere over $1,800 per month.
I would say like at least bare minimum 15.
But what I would say is just do your due diligence on the rent roll for yourself. So again, less is more. Like, just.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's like this. Like,
just say enough just to answer the question and move on to whatever else we're discussing, whatever else he brings to the table.
Well, it's another thing like when buyers are asking you for the rehab on the property. It's like, I can't give them the exact rehab. I'm not going to tell them, hey, you're going to go in there and you're going to put can lights in, you're going to replace the kitchen cabinets, you're going to redo the bathrooms, you got to replace the floors just in one room, but the other one you don't. And it's just like, bro, okay. Just go see the freaking property. You're going to know what you're going to need to do.
Yeah.
But what I can roughly tell you is it's a medium rehab. It's not something that's super light where you're going to just be able to put lipstick on a pig and throw it back up on the market. It's medium, but it's also not heavy. You're not dealing with any structural damage or replacing a bunch of major systems and stuff. You're going in there and just do a medium rehab. Leaving it at that. And then at their discrepancy, when they get to the property and they're looking at the renovation, then they can come up with what their scope of work is.
Yeah, to your point, because everyone's different.
Because everybody's going to do something different to the property. It's very hard for salespeople to talk less. Bro, I'll be honest.
Especially me, because I'm just a talker.
You are a talker.
I am a talker.
But, dude, I'll be on a seller appointment, and sometimes I'll barely talk. Like if you went with me on a seller appointment, sometimes you'd be like, bro, you barely said anything.
That was denim.
Right?
With Bill.
Oh, yeah, I barely said anything.
Say nothing.
And we ended up getting the deal.
You just walked the property and stared at him.
Well, no,
It was Bill. He just wanted to see it in writing. He just wanted to see proof of funds. He wanted to see an official offer. That was it. And
but there's also strategic questions and stuff that we'll ask and say on the appointment.
You threw a little gaps in there.
But it's strategic. So it's not just vomiting of the mouth, saying whatever just to talk. It's like, bro, I'm there to buy a house and I'm there to solve a problem. So that's what I'm going to focus on right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going in and freaking talking about all the cool paintings they have on the walls. I'm not going in and trying to bond with them over the Patriots game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to buy a house and I'm here to solve your problem. Yeah, we can joke and have fun and I'm going to be a human being with you. But like, I think
you're doing business.
Here's what happens. People take rapport as vomiting of the mouth. They think they have to go over and beyond, talk about all the things. Oh, let me look inside the house somewhere to find something that I can relate to them. And I'm going to talk about how we both love cats. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
You got a cat? I got a cat too.
You want to know where rapport starts? It's where you ask a buyer or a seller, what's got you interested? What's got you excited?
Why are you selling?
That is where rapport starts.
100%.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, rapport is only when you figure out what the circumstances are. And then how you can provide a solution.
The second part of rapport, what do you think the second part is?
Competence?
Or just listening. But
That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But you're actively listening. You're not just listening just to listen and shut up.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're really trying to hear this person out and pick out. So what I'll do is when I'm listening, sometimes even when I'm on a seller call, I'll have a notepad with me and I'll write down while I'm listening the top 3 things that they're asking or they're telling me. Right? They might say something like, oh, well, I don't know, I might have a foreclosure coming up. I don't really know, but I also need to move down to Florida because my son is down there. And then they're going to keep vomiting of the mouth, a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to write down foreclosure, son, moving to Florida. Okay? Because those are the most important 3 things that they just told me. They're also going to talk about how, I don't know, they just had a crazy situation that at their job that just happened and da-da-da-da-da. They're telling me all these things in a 5-minute spiel of what they're telling me, their circumstances. But in that 5-minute spiel, there's maybe 3 main things that they just told me. My job is to pick out what those 3 main things are and dig deeper onto what those things are. So if they're moving down to Florida, what does that look like? How are they getting down there? Have they already spotted a place? What is so important about getting down to your son down there?
And how soon?
When's the foreclosure date? Have you worked with the bank at all yet? Have you stopped the foreclosure at all up to this point? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can cater the conversation, you know, around those important. And the open-ended question is what gets them to start, you know, sharing with you. What they, you know, because you can't just come to a situation and just automatically think that you have the problem, the solution to the problem, without even knowing the problem.
Okay. So while we were gone, going to get some water, Dave ended up locking in. Actually, not just yet. We don't have a signed contract yet.
Not until EMD's and signature is it locked
Not
in?
until earnest money is in and signature is on the assignment. But Dave had talked to a buyer that we wanted y'all to hear. But Dave was so eager to lock this deal in that he had the conversation, and he did good because it looks like we're getting another deal. So when that deal gets done, we're going to show y'all proof of that deal getting signed. Dave, he can sign today?
Yeah, he's going to sign today. And EMD is going to be same as before. Will be cashier's check that I'll pick up later on today.
Oh, okay. So you're sending over the assignment?
Correct.
Dope. Let's go, man. That's one deal locked up. That's one seller deal locked up. That's one buyer deal locked up. That's what we do.
All right, Nate, that's it. Now we're going to have to go get that Cambridge lock.
Let's do that after we keep on working this deal in North Adams. Because there's a bunch of cash buyer leads that just came in. Here's what I would do, Dave. On these ones that just came in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just get right on the phone with them.
Literally, this is what happens. The virtual assistants are gangsters. Like, they really just get it done. Look at all these cash buyers that are just coming into the system. Okay, so all these cash buyers are in the system, and what we do is we take it here to our cash buyers list. And right here's the buyers tab. We'll add them to the cash buyers, and then Dave, what you could do is send them a text message. So what I would do is I would take all the cash buyers that were generated right now, and I would send them what you sent everybody else and give them an opportunity to call you. And then work them one by one. The people that don't call you, try to get them on the phone and see what's up. But for the people that the virtual assistants already generated, if you get it in front of them, it'll be much better for you to get an inbound call than having to call them.
I agree.
I can't believe it's already Thursday.
Yep, the week's almost over.
How'd you do this week, bro?
I did pretty decent. I found 2 people selling land. I don't know how these deals are though, because I was checking the land values and they don't really line up. But I was just I feel like I'm still kind of practicing assessing the value. I think it's a lot easier to assess what can be done without like a house versus like just land. But yeah, I found two land properties. One I sent in the chat and another one I just had written down.
Okay. Other than those 2, were there any other motivated sellers that you think we should talk to?
No.
All right. Well, let's just bang them out, bro, and see what we got.
Because we put 10K for the seller in Denver, EMD technically has to be above that, right?
You could do 10 grand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, 15 would be great. Would he do 15? What did you ask for on the listing?
It was 7,500.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then yeah, just do 10K.
Okay.
So Stefan, were you able to reach some sellers through that list?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Definitely. A couple of them already sold. It's not like you don't necessarily want to hear that, but it just shows you that properties are getting sold from these lists.
That means there's a ton of opportunity in there, bro.
There is.
Okay, this one in Fairhaven. It was just listed. They just took it off the market. What is he asking for?
$459K. But all engineering has been approved, and it's been approved from conservation too.
Okay.
I know that could take a while. Downtown water.
Well, as far as it being buildable, from what I see on the MLS listing and from what you're telling me, it looks like it's buildable. So that's good. We'll have to make sure that those approvals are not dated, because sometimes the approvals will only have they'll have an expiration date on it. Most of them are only good for a year. And you have to act on them within a year, meaning you have to start the building within a year. So that's one thing that we'll have to figure out. But the second thing I think is price. And I have a funny feeling that the reason why this thing did not sell is because of price.
Yeah, because the land is valued at $310,000. I'm not even sure how much it is to build a home, but it could sell for like $1 million to $700,000. I could sell for it, but
All right. Well, I'm gonna show you what it looks like to underwrite the price on land. Okay. So let's look at some comps. We're gonna look at some new builds. We're gonna look at anything between 2020 and maybe 2025. Let's see if there's any new builds in the area. So out of a mile radius, there's no new builds in a mile radius in the last 6 months. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back 12 months. And let's go maybe 3 miles. And let's stick in the same town. Okay, so there's one new build. Under agreement. Let's see how close this is actually. Do you know how big the property is going to be? That somebody would build there? You said what?
it's 48 by 42. I think it's 2 bed with the bath outside.
No, I'm saying the property that would be built there for what they have approvals for. So what you want to do is, if everything's already approved, engineering's already approved and all that type of stuff, and they have plans for it, they'll have some plans saying how big that house is going to be. And then what you can do is you could take how big that house is going to be and then look at comps in regards to that. But one thing that...
Yeah, she gave me...
Go ahead.
48 by 40.
48 by 40?
By 42.
48 by 42. So we take that, 48 times 42. 2,000 square feet. Okay, that's a pretty big house. And maybe you could even do 2 levels. That's under contracts, new builds in our same area, but it's super small. Dope house. It's pretty small for a new build. It's only 1,800 square feet. But that one got listed at $639. Actually, this isn't crazy far off. I mean, if we're going to be just a little bit over 2,000 square feet, and this one's 1,800 square feet. They listed this thing, and days to offer is 34 days. They listed it at 640. I can imagine it's probably selling somewhere around the asking price, based off of the days on market, or maybe even below that. So that's not a good sign. But let's go back a little bit further. Let's see if we can find something a little bit bigger. Okay, where's this other one? Over here, is this still Fairhaven? Yeah, these are tough, my brother. This one, another one, Fairhaven. It's over 650. It's still like 200 to 300 square feet smaller than ours, but new builds over 650. The other one sold for 600 and something. I don't think our ARV is going to be $1 million. Even if it was $1 million, the asking price is way too much. So here's how you run your numbers, okay? You take the asking price. Well, first off, you got to figure out how much this is going to cost to build. Let's just say it's 2,000 square feet. In a place like Fairhaven, it's probably going to cost about $200 a foot to build this house. So you take 2,000, the amount of living area that's going to be in the property, and you times it by $200 a foot. That brings you to 400 grand. Okay? How you figure out where you're going to buy the property at is very similar to how you would underwrite a single family, just like a regular fix and flip. You take the after repair value. Let's just call this one 750. You times it by 75%, and you subtract it by what it's going to cost to build. So after you subtract it by after you times it by 75%, you get about 562. Subtract the 400 grand that it's going to cost to build that property, and our offer is 162. That's around where a buyer would want to be. I can imagine on this, we might be able to go a little bit higher. The buyer's probably going to come in on this deal probably around like 200K. Maybe you can run it at 78%, maybe even up to 80. Okay, so it's I don't think you have an issue of this thing being buildable. I think it's more so of the price. That's why it's sat for so long. But I can imagine the seller is probably like, oh, well, I have a property that's right near the water. It's going to sell for a super high price point. No, it's not.
Yeah, so I was kind of in the ballpark with, it just didn't seem like good price. But,
So put it in your notes to give him a call back and give him an offer of 175 and see what happens.
All right. That's what I was going to ask. Yes. 175, okay.
I mean, I get it. It's funny. And you could be like, dang, that's really low compared to what they were asking on the market. But at the end of the day, bro, you got to get, like, every single seller that you're talking to should get an offer. For example, I worked a sales competition like a year and a half ago. I was in the competition myself calling sellers. And my goal on every single call, this is what happened. We got a list of 2,000 motivated sellers, very similar to the list that you have right now. And my job was to get as many contracts as possible in one day. Okay? What I did on every single call is I did whatever it took to get an offer out to that person that I was on the phone with. So I went through my sales process and I asked questions and I was patient and I did everything that I could possibly do, like I normally do on a sales call, but I also did any and everything I could possibly do to get an offer in front of that person. So with everybody that you're talking to, bro, you're talking to, or you should be talking to, like probably a good 25 to 50 people per day because of the list that you have. Like that phone should just be off the hook. Like when you're calling, bro, it's like, okay, on the line, click, that call's done, boom, on to the next one. And it should just be like, bum, 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 all day. And you're just giving offers. So I would try to, right now you're at the point where it's just like, hey, I'm still getting good at underwriting. I'm still getting good at understanding what the seller's going through and all that. That's the foundation that I was talking about the other week, which is cool. But there's a next level that you'll get to here in the next coming months as you continue to get better. And the goal is to get an offer, even if they're asking an egregious price.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I was like, I texted in the Slack, asked David to help me underwrite. Because so obviously learning how to underwrite, and I feel like a lot of it's confidence in the number I come up with. But I felt like, okay, that if everybody's busy, like I might as well get an offer on the phone, even if it's like not the best offer, because at least I could work on my negotiation skills. Because it was not gonna be a deal anyways on some of them, but you never know what could happen if I negotiate a little bit.
Yeah, I like that, especially on the ones where you're just like, I don't really think this is a potential lead anyway. Go ahead, give them an offer, bro, and work that skill and see what happens. My favorite thing about sales is you could test stuff and just have fun with it. Like, bro, you can literally do anything on a call. Like, when Dave was first starting out, Dave was like, oh, bro, well, I don't know a lot about real estate. And I'm like, okay, what does that matter? He's like, well, the seller's going to know that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, bro, give me the phone. I call somebody and I'm like, hey, so this is my first day in real estate. I just started working for a company that buys houses. So if you could bear with me, that would be great. Calling to see if you would ever sell your property. Dave, you remember that call?
How could I forget the guy who brought the Ferrari?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'd love to sell my house for, $600,000. I can buy myself a Ferrari.
But it was still an incredible call.
It was
like
a great call.
We still got to figure out what the dude's circumstance was and all that stuff. So Stefan, I say all that to say, that's the foundation. So if you're just focused on that and focused on being yourself, focused on understanding what the seller's circumstance is, that's the foundation that you're building. And then when these leads that you feel like are going nowhere, bro, just test some stuff. Go throw an offer out at somebody and see what happens.
Hi, it's Marissa.
Hey, Marissa, this is Mike. I'm partners with Nate. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Looking to do another deal in Southbridge.
Yes, perfect.
So if you want to just give me the rundown of where you and Nate kind of left off and how I can help, that'd be great.
Sure, yeah. So he had sent a proposal. I'm not sure if he shared those details with you. And then we came back with another proposal. I haven't talked to him much since then. The proposal that the seller was interested in was, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it or?
No. Nate could send it over to me though. I think Nate was, last time I talked to Nate, he said he was going to do around 10% down or something like that.
Yeah. So selling price, so 10% down. So how much down are we talking? Would the selling price be $179?
Well, to be honest, the sales price, obviously I don't want to pay an egregious amount, but it's not the thing that I am most caught up on. So if 179 gets the deal done, and the seller can give us the other terms that we need, then we could probably make the 179 happen.
Okay, so what percentage down are you guys looking to do?
Well, ideally I would love to have no percent down. So that would be great. Here's what we do, or here's what the plans would be with the property. We would just turn it into one of our rentals.
Right.
So the main two things that we have to look at is how much are we going to put into the property to have it be in our ownership. That entails a couple different things. That entails obviously making sure you get paid. That entails any cleanup. It looks like the property would need maybe not much, maybe like $5,000 of cleanup or whatever to get it rent ready. That would entail us paying the closing costs and any down payment that we would have to give the seller. So we look at what is that entire amount going to be. And then the second amount we look at is how much we would make every single month in cash flow. So when we look at those two numbers, we're like, hey, does it make sense to come up with X amount of money to bring in X amount of money per month? So from what Nate was telling me, Nate was saying that one of the counter offers was, I think, around $70,000 down.
Yeah.
Did we have a payment amount per month on that too?
So it would be a $179 purchase price, 70 down. The payments would be 60-month payments for $300 a month.
Okay, so what's that, 5 years?
Yeah, and then the balloon payment would be, the rest would be due on month number 60 from the
Got it.
closing date would be about 91.
Okay.
So in the proposal, the balloon would be 157,340. So you'd save the 3,000 up front, and then you'd have an extra 100 a month positive cash flow from that proposal that he sent.
Okay. And then would have to pay the HOA fee of like $500.
It's 489, I believe. Yeah, 489.
Okay. So we'll call it, in that scenario, would be all in the HOA fee, let's just round it up to 500, and the payment to the seller of $300 would have to be paying about $800 a month before any insurance and taxes and stuff like that.
Yep.
Got it.
And
all right.
Properties there could probably rent for 22. I was trying to give him ballpark estimates. I did some market research, and upwards of 2,200 a month, I would think that you could bring in for rent there for that 2-bedroom with the balcony on the top floor.
Yeah, we actually have a rental that's a 3-family. 2 of the units are 3 beds. The other units 2 beds. We rent the 2-bed out for $1,800.
Yeah.
So I could see that maybe with this being a condo and some amenities being involved, maybe we can get up a little bit.
Which is happy for people like that, because there's not a lot in Southbridge that is pet friendly for condos.
Got it.
I think it might be one of the only ones, actually, because I've had a lot of interest, just not the price point that we're looking for. Second proposal he was saying was you could buy it outright cash for what he paid, which is $168, and call it a day, and then do whatever you want to the property.
Okay. I would love to do that, but the only way that we'd be able to get our money back is if we resold it, and obviously we'd have to sell it much higher than 168, or if we refinanced. And when the refi loan comes in, they're only coming in at 75% of what the property's worth. So it'll be tough buying it in cash at that price point. But like I said, for us to put this in our rental portfolio and just give the seller a down payment and cash flow every month for the next 5 years, that's fine with us. I don't mind the numbers. We might have to work, especially with the HOA being $500. Maybe we might have to work a little bit on the monthly payment, but really the thing that's killing our deal is the $70K that we'd have to bring down.
Yeah. Okay, what are you guys thinking?
Like I said, I would love to be at 0% down, but really the lowest they could possibly go. Here's how I kind of look at it. If I was in the seller's position. If I was in the seller's position, I'd be thinking, well, it was probably a rental for him at one point, right?
He lived there the whole time.
Oh, he did? Got it.
He lived there the whole time. He owned it and lived there.
Love it. Well, if I was a seller, I'd be thinking, well, if I'm not going to sell this thing on the market and I'm going to have to rent it out later on down the line, I'd be getting first, last, and security as a deposit, and then I would inherit the laws when it comes to having tenants in the property and all that type of stuff, and I would just cash flow whatever I was going to cash flow. In our circumstance, we would just guarantee him a price on the back end that, if we're being honest, is much higher than what the property is actually worth. We're guaranteeing him that price in 5 years, and he doesn't have to deal with any tenant problems. He never has to go to the property to fix a faucet. He doesn't have to do anything in regards to that. We do that, and he doesn't inherit any laws when it comes to having bad tenants and having to kick them out and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I would look at it as the seller. Now, if this was something that you would want to present to him, maybe you could say, these guys would be coming in somewhere close to what first, last, and security would be like on a rental anyway. And I would like to get the deal done if we could do something around those numbers.
Tell me what the down payment would be.
Well, first, last, and security would probably be like, I don't know, maybe $6,000, but we could probably come up to 10.
I mean, ideally, like he has bills to pay off in order to make it work. I don't think he would take any less.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Because I know he wants to pay his car off, and he has to pay for the place that he's currently living. So I don't think he would take anything under $20,000. But I could present him whatever you want me to present him.
Well, what does he need for bills? How much does he need to pay all that off?
I don't know what his car loan is, but I can double check with him. And I know he owes a friend like $6K. So between the bills, at least if he didn't have 20, I don't think he would go for anything.
Okay, but you think he would at least entertain 20?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably entertainable. He'd probably tell me to, ask you for more, but, I'm trying the best I can. So maybe the money is less on the monthly portion and more comes out up front. I mean, however you guys want to do it, maybe we can make something work.
Okay, cool. And then we would be paying your commission too, right?
Sure, yep.
And then what's that commission?
Let me check my agreement with him. It's usually 5% of the sale price.
Okay.
So if we sold it for $179, it would be 5 of that. That's $9,000. It's like $9,800.
Got it.
Closing costs would probably be under $1,000, probably $11,000 between those two, and then paying him his portion.
Okay, so I think
I mean, to be safe, possibly 30 would be like a good number, but I don't know if you want to take it off on the other end with the monthly and just pay him less per month, because I think the last proposal I saw, it was going to be $300 a month for 60 months.
Okay.
So, maybe it's $200 a month, maybe it's $250 a month. I don't know, whatever you guys want to come up with.
Okay, cool. Let me work with Nate. I'm gonna have him send you over a new proposal.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then we can kind of go from there. But
All right.
we can close. We actually have a Southbridge property that we're refinancing. Once that property is refinanced, which should be in the next 2 weeks, we can close. So maybe close in the next 3 weeks or so. Go under contract as soon as possible and run title and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, it sounds like we're close here on getting a deal done.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, yeah, let me have Nate get back to you. And at some point, if, we're getting close and we can get something done, we'll hop back on the phone and hopefully call this thing a day.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Thanks, Marissa. So we dropped from 70 down to 20. She tried coming up a little bit, now 30. So here's a couple things that I want to mention. When in negotiations, actually just in sales in general, actually this is a life lesson, bro. There's battles that you want to face at certain points. There's no reason to fight all the battles now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there was many battles to fight on that negotiation.
For sure.
There's the down payment, there's her commission, there's the monthly payment, there's all these different things that we got to negotiate, but really we're snipers, so we pick one off at a time.
Right.
So this thing that we got to pick off right now is just the down payment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where we're working. Then when it comes to her commission, I'm not going to tell her right now, 5%, you're not getting 5%.
You could have, but you didn't. You did another day.
But that's another battle for later on. Right. Let's focus on getting the down payment down. 100%. And then we'll talk about, once the down payment is negotiated, then we'll talk about, hey, here's what's left over in the budget to pay the agent commission. What do you think? And then that's the next battle that you fight.
Right.
But people try to fight all the battles at once.
And that's when, it caused the conflict.
Right.
Like saying with the last call that Dave had.
That's when friction happens. What we try to do is try to have no friction on the call. But I like this deal, so let's send them a proposal very similar to the one that you sent. 179 is cool for the purchase price. We'll offer them $15K for the down payment and $200 a month, and get them to counter. Because she even just said it. She's like, oh yeah, well he's going to have her probably counter.
Yeah, and we found out what's most important to him is the down payment.
Why?
Because he has some bills that he needs to pay.
Bro, do you see why figuring all that stuff out is so important?
100%. 100%.
Do you see how I negotiated the first, last, and security? How I use that as a tactic?
Yeah.
Because it's like, the way I think about it, and this is how you got to make it make sense into the seller's or the agent's brain. It's like, okay, let's just say you hold on to this property for the next 2 or 3 months and it still doesn't sell on the market. Sounds like this guy isn't going to budge off of his price. And both, if me and you were being honest, know that the property is put on the market too high and it's not going to sell at that price point. I don't mind paying the price, but here's how I would look at this as if I was a seller. I would be looking at this as, well, worst case scenario, if I got to rent this place out, then I'm going to receive first, last, and security from somebody. First, last, and security is probably going to be about $6,000. I don't mind coming up to maybe 10 to give him up front.
Right.
And then that takes the down payment that we started at $70,000 all the way down to 20.
That she mentioned.
Yeah.
But she still has to talk to him. And now how you played the security deposit, right? First, second month rent, whatever. You're gonna get that, but at the same time, you won't have to deal with any of the landlord stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you're still gonna get monthly payments without dealing with, whatever the landlords deal with.
I think you can get this done, bro.
Yeah, I think you handled that well. That was nice. That was a really good call. It was smooth. You didn't jump to every battle, and you figured out the bunnies, if that's what you want to call it. So now you can work our offer around that.
Yeah, because if we
You want to hear or see what I offer first, like my first offer?
no, it's all good. You could just send her the new proposal. But there's another thing that we're going to negotiate later on down the line that we'll just put in like the additional terms in the agreement. This 179, I learned this from Pace. What you do on these seller finance deals, especially with it being a 5-year balloon, another thing that is a battle that I was just like, okay, I'm not even going to fight this. Do I want the 5-year balloon? No. 5 years is kind of short. 5 years will go up like that. However, we're going to put some language in the contract once we come to an agreement on some sort of numbers. We'll put some language in there that after the 5 years is up, that the property has to appraise for at least 80% or 75% of what we have to pay of what the total payoff is.
After the 5-year balloon?
Yeah.
Or when it comes up, it has to be 75% of that balloon payment. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, you
then we extend.
Okay.
Yeah. And until it appraises at that number.
Yeah.
Why do we do that? So that our buyer can refinance the seller finance note off.
Instead of coming to the table with that cash or having to sell it or whatever.
Yeah, because the buyer is going to go to try to sell the property in 5 years and it might not appreciate to the point where this full thing can be paid off. Because you got to think about it. If we're at 179, this property is on the market right now at 182 and it's not selling.
Great.
I would say ARV is probably like 150 to 165. That's more realistic. Even if it appreciates all the way up to 200 over the next 5 years, and they sell it on the market at 200, they're still not getting the money that they probably need. They might just make it. After the realtor costs, commissions, closing fees, all that type of stuff. But if we make it so that the property has to appraise for at least 80% of the value, what is 80%? Then the property would have to appraise for what? The property would have to appraise for like 230.
80% of the 200 that you're projecting that it may be worth in 5 years?
Yeah, so the property would have to appraise for like 230 in order for the balloon to go into effect. But that's not something that we're going to negotiate right now. That's something that we'll put in the additional terms. When they say they don't like it, then we can negotiate the balloon. Okay, and then the next conversation comes up. Okay, well, Marissa, what happens in the next 5 years if this property does not appreciate? And the only way I have to pay your client off is by selling the property or refinancing. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Right.
And that doesn't make any sense. And it's not going to be a good thing for your client either.
Exactly.
Like your client is going to want us to be able to sell the property or refinance.
And that's another thing I learned from Pace too, because the seller actually wants to give the investor a good deal, right? because if you don't, then you're putting the investor in yourself in position to, for something to go wrong. For that balloon to come up and you won't be able to, execute that balloon payment. So, or even cash flow. And plus, it takes time to get it rent ready, get it on the market, and get it sitting in there and just stabilize the property. Period.
All right. Another one. Dave, you got another one, bro.
You got another one?
Yeah, now it's a deal under contract, direct to seller, and a buyer locked in.
Yeah.
So we got 2 signed contracts so far today.
Yep, we had an acquisition and disposition.
Could we go for 3?
Yeah.
Possibly go for 3. Who knows what that seller finance deal? Yep. Let's show the receipts, bro. We got to show the receipts.
Yeah, we have signature.
We got that thing, bro. Let's show the receipts.
Actually, I'm waiting for your signature. I'm gonna have to make a couple phone calls.
My signature?
Yeah, I'm waiting for yours, and then we're good to go.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not a deal until I sign. 49. Let me sign this joint. Let's go, Dave. Dave on the board with a sale.
Dude, back-to-back Fall River property sold.
Signed deal, bro. Bada bing, bada boom.
Dave's a killer.
Can we move on to the end?
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. That's what we do, bro. Man, I'm happy y'all came on the ride with us today to just hang out and do business. Like this is what a regular day is like.
This is what we do.
Hanging out, chopping up. Let's see what Dave's got cooking. Inbound call alert.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So it's funny because I know I talked to you a little bit about that property I have in Westboro. And then I saw that it came through that you're doing something in North Adams. I'm like, that's in that neck of the woods.
I know. Now I'm over in your neck of the woods.
Where are you?
Well, no, I'm saying the North Adams property.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. So I have something that's 285 Zor Road. I bought it. I started doing a rehab on it. So I have some money into it. I got to get with the contractor and see where exactly he is in the rehab, but I pulled him off the job and I put him on another property that's more important in Westfield. And now I'm thinking, I'm getting another property, and so I'm like, ooh, I might need to wholesale this one.
Okay. And what's the address?
So,
it's 285.
2 Zor Road, Zoar Road, and it's the property's beautiful. It's 5.7 acres up a mountain. It's near Berkshire East, which is that ski resort. It's right near the Deerfield River, which has like kayaking, like water rafting, there's zip lining. I mean, it's like when I bought it, I was actually thinking of keeping it for like an Airbnb. But now I just have too much stuff going on. I gotta prioritize.
All right. Now, so when you purchased this property, what did the job entail to fix and flip it? What was necessary to get fixed on it?
It's a total rehab.
Okay.
And I can even send you. We had a third party analysis to get the construction loan and everything. I can get you that if you wanted.
I mean, I would say the biggest thing, is obviously you have a couple properties going on. This one seems probably to be the least lucrative of the rest of the jobs you got going on, and you're looking to use this money to put into those properties.
It's not lucrative. Actually, it might be the most lucrative, but it's the most time. My contractor actually brought his trailer there because it's up there. It's pretty far away, and so he was kind of living there and doing the work, but now, now he has other things, he has a wife and kids, and, he's just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to live at this place and do the work.
Yeah.
So that has something to do with it, too.
All right, now, so Scott, what are you looking to make out of this? How much are you looking to get rid of it for?
Well, I need to find out, honestly, where I am. I know where, I mean, if I could get 85, 90, I'd be happy.
Okay. Now, is that preliminary without you looking at your numbers, or you could say that with confidence?
Yeah, preliminary. That's that. But I think that's fairly safe. If I could get 85, I'd be happy.
All right. And what kind of timeline are you working with? Ideally, you want to just close this thing as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really. That's fine. I have a note on it, and that's not due for another 4 or 5 months. But
all right, Scott, is there any way you could get me pictures of the property in its current state?
yeah, I have to. I'll have to do that next week to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you're not, as long as you don't try selling it between now and then. I'd love the opportunity to work with you and see what we can do.
I'm not doing anything. I would just need to get up there and take pictures. And I have a place up in Vermont that I want to head to tomorrow.
Very nice. Where in Vermont?
It's Harvey's Lake. It's West Barnett. It's by St. Johnsbury, and our place is built half in land, half in the water, in between two mountains.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sounds pretty peaceful.
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
All right,
you ever hear that author Jodi Picoult?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She
has a house over there on the water.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
She's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's 4 houses down from me.
That's so cool. My grandparents, when they had a house over in Maine, in Lovell, Maine, I ended up finding out Stephen King has a house on the lake.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, I don't know what it is about authors and lakes, and in the cold states, but they like it.
We actually, about last year or year and a half ago, we just bought property up there in Brunswick, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
We bought some oceanfront property up there.
Very nice.
So we're gonna build, and that'll be my retirement.
I mean, Scott, you just stay buying. You stay buying houses, huh?
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
Yep.
So yeah, I would say once we get some pictures of the property, at least I can assess the rest of the work that's needed to get it to its former glory. And then what we can do is I'll work with my partner Mike. We'll take a look at it together, and I know that you're looking for 85, 90. So ideally, I'll try to do everything I can to get to that. And then once I have the pictures, you and we can get back on the phone and figure out if it's something that we can work together on.
I need to know. So I know he put all new support beams in down there. So I need to get with him on where he was with that too, and if it's something that you think we should do a little more work, or I don't know. I'd rather just sell it at this point.
Well, I think that if it comes to the situation where it needs a little bit more work, if anything, I think really the most important thing to you is getting this thing sold.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, if anything, what I would say is we just have to make sure we put it out at a good price point that we can get investors to take a look at that price and be like, I absolutely want to jump all over this,
Okay.
So, once we figure out what work is done to the property, and then we get the current condition with some pictures, you and I will have a conversation, and we'll figure out what we can do to best help you achieve what you're looking to get.
I'll probably head out there. Let me get with the contractor and stuff. I'll probably head out there maybe Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Perfect. Yeah, just give me a call. Keep me updated, and once we get those pictures and we have an idea of what's going on, let's work together and figure out what we can do to get this thing sold.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Absolutely, Scott. It was a pleasure. Talk soon.
Take care. Bye.
85K in Row, Mass.
I think you can get that in the contract. I think that could have been our third contract, bro.
Mike, SOP. No pictures. What are we walking into? This guy is talking about support beams. Wait, he's talking about
sake of the
support.
video, bro.
He's talking about support being.
You can keep it on. Alright, I'm gonna make a seller call. And then I'm gonna get up on out of here, and me and my wife are gonna go find a Christmas tree.
You get real Christmas trees?
Of course, man. Dude, there's nothing like the smell. You know what you do with the trick? Put a bottle of vodka in the base of the tree.
Oh yeah?
The needles won't fall apart when you take it out. It keeps it alive. You think I'm joking?
Wow.
I'm not. It's crazy.
Keeps it drunk.
Keeps it thirsty.
Keeps it happy.
It's ridiculous.
Lady just tried to buy a Christmas tree.
Hello?
Hey, this must be David.
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, this is Mike from Silver Homes. I'm partners with Greg. He told me to give you a shout in regards to the 126 Butler Road property.
Yes, thanks for following up. How you doing today?
I'm doing incredible. It looks like you're looking to sell that property?
Yes, yep, absolutely. Thanks for reaching out.
Okay, cool. Well, catch me up to speed. How can I help?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember my conversation with Greg. Yeah, so I'm looking for, just as a starting point, I put it at $1,045,000 just to start the conversation, and I wanted to see what your group would be willing to pay to take on the property. There are 2 tenants in place that go through June and August, both on year leases, both longtime tenants in there for 5 years. And yeah, over the years, I've maintained the house. It's a working rental, good shape. But yeah, after 10 years, I'm just thinking about selling, and I figured I'd reach out to a local company. I saw yours come up, and figured I'd give you guys a shout, see what you guys think. But yeah, some good upgrades I've done with the house. 2 new furnaces downstairs for each unit 10 years ago. Both new water heaters, all new appliances throughout the house. So like 90% of the appliances, and I think still one fridge is a little older that I didn't replace that's still working just fine. But yeah, 2 working rentals. It's going to need a roof eventually. That's probably the one big ticket item. And then between the 2 kitchens, the one in the downstairs apartment, I would say is more updated, a little bit more modern. The second unit 2 with the 4-bedroom, that kitchen is a little bit older, just a little dated, but working, everything works. And then between the 3 bathrooms, that could be for whoever buys the property, attacking the bathrooms one day might be, I would say, right after the roof, renovating those bathrooms one day. They're just outdated but functioning. And yeah, that's kind of the lay of the house. The whole house has high ceilings throughout the house, so it's a nice big house with a good layout.
Sounds like a clean property.
It is, yep.
Nice, brother. What's got you interested in getting rid of it?
After 10 years, kind of just looking to move on from it. When I bought the house, I was single, no kids. Now I have 3 kids and I'm married. So it might be time to move on from it, give it to the next investor, cash out. And yeah, nothing lasts forever, right?
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Are you managing the property yourself too?
I have been, yep, all 10 years.
Got it. So essentially you're like, all right, it's time for me to stop being a landlord and put some more time into the fam.
Essentially, yeah, yep. Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible amount of time, but the access to the cash in there, and I'll take one thing off my plate.
Yeah.
Seems pretty attractive, especially if I can get something around market value, a solid number that helps me accomplish my goals, and then if it lines up with somebody else to accomplish their goals too, and we got a winner.
Love it. Okay, cool. So, is there a mortgage on the property right now?
There is.
Okay. All right. What was left over on the mortgage?
Between the mortgage is like 508, and then like 89 for the line of credit. So 600 out the door.
Oh, nice. So you got some good equity in here.
Yes. Yep.
Nice, bro. All right. Is there any way, do you think, the tenants would work with us? And maybe if we help them possibly find a place to go or give them a couple bucks up front, that they would entertain vacating the property?
Maybe the upstairs group, it's just 2 guys in the 4-bedroom. The downstairs is just 1 guy. It's only 3 guys living in the house. But the downstairs guy, I think, is probably locked into staying until August. And then he knows, I talked with both of them. They know I'm looking to sell. And they're happy with the many months of heads up to to kind of figure things out. So I haven't had that conversation with them for cash for keys yet.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure where that would land for either of them. I feel like the upstairs guys might be a little bit more easier to work with on that. I'm pretty sure the downstairs one would, the buyer, whatever buyer would have to take it, at least the downstairs lease.
Okay, cool. When would you want to sell it?
I can move whenever. If anybody gives me a good number, I can move pretty quickly.
Okay. All right. Well, I know you guys want to start at $1,045,000. I can tell you that's probably going to be a little bit more than we're going to be able to pay for it. What I will let you know is we'll pay the closing costs, and as you probably know, there's not going to be any real estate commissions or anything like that. What do you think the best number we could do is if we cover all that?
What are you thinking? Are you going to take it on as a clean sale and you take it on and manage it and maybe flip it in the future or add it to your portfolio, or are you planning on wholesaling it the same day? Or
It all depends. It all depends on the deal itself. I mean, all the numbers kind of end up being the same exact thing. So we're looking at a reappraised value of it of probably 1.1 as it is right now, which doesn't leave too much equity in for a refi later or a resale later, which is tough. But on the other hand, it also sounds like a really clean property, so it doesn't sound like we're going to have to do too much renovation into it.
yeah, mainly roof, kitchens and bathrooms, and putzing around.
Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely know the $1,045,000 would be tough.
What number are you thinking? A range. You can give me a range because you obviously haven't seen it yet.
I probably end up saying we're probably going to be somewhere in the 8s.
Okay. Where in the 8s?
Well, if that's something that you're willing to entertain, I can do a deeper dive on it. Maybe if you could send some pictures or something like that so I can get a full scope of work, I'll get you a concrete number. Do you think that...
I can send you pictures. I have an album I can send you over quickly. And then, yeah, if you want to give me a range in the 8s, between like, I don't know, $25,000 range or whatever it is, depending on seeing it in person, if that's what you want to do. And then if that range works, maybe I can work on getting you in there.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, it sounds like you might entertain that number or somewhere around there.
Parts of the 8s. I think I just need to see ultimately where your number comes in or where your range comes in.
All right, cool. When do you think we'd be able to get in there or get the pictures?
I can send the pictures right now.
All right, if you want to send
them. Getting in there maybe early next week or if the range works. So yeah, I'll text over the pictures to you now and then just keep me posted.
All right, cool. If you want to text over the pictures, I'm heading out of the office here in the next 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll get the pictures and we'll do a deep dive on underwriting and everything tomorrow, and I'll get you the final number tomorrow of where we'd like to be.
Perfect. Are you guys doing cash or would you get a mortgage on it?
It would either be hard money, private money, but yeah, cash. There's no bank appraisal or anything like that.
Okay, and would you do an inspection?
No home inspection, no. We would have an investor. Yeah, we would have a walkthrough, but no home inspection.
With that walkthrough, it might be with the investor with the wholesale opportunity for you?
Possibly.
Okay.
Just kind of all depends.
So you're between maybe taking it on to your business or reassigning it?
Yeah, well, what we do is me and my wife run our fix and flip department. And then Dave on my team, along with people like Greg, and I have another guy named Nate that goes along and finds a bunch of deals. And me and my wife, out of maybe 5 properties to 7 properties that we do per month, we'll take down maybe 1. Of those other ones, we'll either just partner with somebody and help them bring the finances in or assign it to them. It just kind of depends on the deal. Quincy, we're really strong for hard money. We're really strong for all of our investors over there. So either way, whatever number we come up with would get it done for you.
Okay, let me save your number first. You said your name was Mike?
Yep.
Let's see. And the last name, Mike?
Gomes.
Gomes. And the name of the company again?
Silver Homes, LLC.
Fantastic. Alrighty, I am sending over the pictures now, and I'll be talking to you soon.
All right, sounds good. Let's figure out a time for tomorrow so I don't miss you.
I'm actually working from home tomorrow. I got an 8 to 5, so it'll be pretty easy to get a hold of. So just whenever is fine. You can either text me or call me.
All right, cool. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty free tomorrow. I only have a meeting at 1 o'clock, so I'll do early afternoon. I'll give you a call sometime between like 11 and 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Let's see. Yeah, that works. Earlier the better. My morning's a little bit more open than the late afternoon. So yeah, that works. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, cool. Have you put this property on the market at all?
No, I'm actually an agent too, Coldwell Banker. So I'm just kind of looking around now to see what my options are for off market, something quick and easy.
Love it.
Or, maybe if months go by and the leases get closer to ending, I could think about throwing it on MLS. But no, it's not on MLS right now.
Got it. Nobody in the brokerage is taking it down?
No, not yet. I did send it over to them. Coldwell's got a good network. But it's only been a week or two of kind of feeling things out. So somebody might come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of deals with Caldwell. I remember
All of them?
there's one, you guys have one in Worcester, right?
That I'm not sure of. I'm in Weymouth, so I'm just in the town. I live in the town next to Quincy, obviously, but my office is Canton.
Yeah, I remember because me and my wife bought a property in Leicester. And what we did is we just reached out to Caldwell Banker and we were like, hey, we don't want to put this property on the market. Can you guys just sell it for us right now as is? And they had buyers kind of out of the woodworks.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I did a showing in Leicester once for one of my good friends, a little bit outside of my realtor, where I would want to do showings.
Yeah.
But it was a good friend, so I was like, yeah, I'll go to Leicester in Worcester County, show you some homes. And we got to the house, a couple pit bulls started running around us, so we were getting the heck out of here. that was a funny showing. I remember. It was the only house I've ever shown in Leicester. He ended up landing in Leominster. But that's funny. Yeah, we go where the money is.
Right. Do you practice being an agent actively, or?
I do, yeah. I sell for over the past 6 years, I sell about 2 or 3 homes a year. So I got like 20-something under my belt, on top of my full-time job.
Bro.
8 to 5 is just more steady. But, nights and weekends are easy. And my day job's extremely flexible to just be able to kind of do stuff and talk to clients just throughout my network. I don't really do much marketing, but gotten lucky with some family, a bunch of family and friends, coworkers over the years.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, what I'll do on this property, we, like I said, me and my team, we do probably somewhere between 5 and 8 deals per month. And on any deal that comes across our desk, we're able to get the highest price, in my opinion, that anybody's gonna get on a cash offer, because me and my wife will work with private money if we have to get the deals done, or we also have access to thousands and thousands of cash buyers that we'll partner with on the deals. So we're able to come up to a pretty competitive price on it. So I'll give you that price in which I think we'll be able to get it done at. And then in the future, if you ever run across any deals that you would like the seller to maybe entertain an off-market offer before going on market, that'd be great.
Awesome. I might have one coming up in Holbrook.
Love that.
Property.
Really?
That we could keep in contact for. I've been waiting for them to go through the probate process for a while now, so I'm hoping it becomes sellable soon.
Is it near the lake over there?
I believe it is, yeah.
That's where I live.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, my wife and I just bought a house maybe about a year and a half ago. We fully renovated
One
it.
of the lakes. I'm not, I know Holbrook a little bit, but.
There's really like one main lake. I live around that lake, but me and my wife bought a property over there probably a year and a half ago, fully renovated it down to the studs, and we ended up just moving into it. So yeah, the neighborhood is like, there's just a ton of gems for fix and flips over there. They're really building up the neighborhood and making it look better.
For that one coming up, maybe, who knows, soon.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Walk there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Cool.
Perfect. So we got a couple things going on, Mike. That's good.
All right, brother. Well, hey, I'll give you a call at some point later on tomorrow morning, early afternoon tomorrow, with the number in which would be at. If you could send me the pictures before that, that'd be incredible.
Sounds like a plan. Talk to you soon. Have a good night, man.
All right, brother. You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
2-family in Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? Wants $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already telling you, yeah, I'll take something in the 8s. Yeah, it depends on where in the 8s.
Yeah, do you see why like working numbers and negotiating is so important?
You know what's crazy too? It's like what you said earlier, it's like when you were speaking to Stefan and you were like you'd be surprised like how many of those offers that you go in there with, and like in your gut's like you're gonna say that number and they're gonna be like, are you effing kidding me? And you think they're gonna like hang up immediately, you know? But you would be surprised how many people actually take that number and they're like, yeah, we're actually not really that far off. Yeah. You know?
Dude.
And if they don't jump down your throat the instant you said that, that's when you know, like, okay, we're not that far apart.
Well, bro, Greg sent me that lead a few days ago, and I was supposed to call it on Tuesday, and life just got busy over the last couple of days, and I haven't got to it. But that means that I looked at the lead, and I was like, all right, bro, guy wants $1 million. He probably wants right around ARV. I kind of put it in the back of my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And didn't put it as a priority. And then I'm like, okay, now I got some free time. Let me go after it. And boom. Not only is there potential opportunity to do a deal on the actual lead he's talking about, but also he has this one in Holbrook. That'd be great.
Do we love Holbrook?
Yep.
Love Holbrook. Holbrook's been, Gomes, ever since you moved over to Holbrook, dude, Holbrook has been booming in ARV.
Right?
Oh my goodness. You bought right at the perfect time in Holbrook.
Mm-hmm. All right, fam. Well, the guys are going to keep working here.
Another day in the life.
I'm going to go ahead and try to find if I have the Christmas stand for my Christmas tree. If I don't got it, then we're going to go find a Christmas tree and get on with this day in the life. Y'all seen some stuff today, man. These people have been with me all day. From the beginning, I got up. From 6 a.m. this morning.
The second you got up?
Literally.
Just jumped out of bed, boom, already dressed, camera on.
Y'all see me eat my toast this morning. Y'all been in my business this morning, bro. y'all been in my business.
Y'all with me through prayer. You guys are literally with me through everything.
Yeah, y'all in my business today, bro.
Day in the life.
Day in the life, man. Well,
just a casual Thursday in the day, man. Lock up a deal, sell a deal, assign a deal.
Yep. Still not over. Got a lot to do. I'll catch y'all in a little bit. All right, so here's the deal. We didn't find the stand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a piece of the tree, the bottom of the tree, and we're gonna bring this to Home Depot and we're gonna try to find a stand there. If we don't find a stand, we're just gonna get a new tree. All right, so we're on the way to go find the Christmas stand or Christmas tree. But I got a question for y'all. When is it too early to put your Christmas tree up? When is it too early to put Christmas decorations up? Babe, when is it too early?
It's never too early.
Never. If it was up to Victoria, we'd be having Christmas decorations up in September. Is that true or no?
No, it's not true. Just November.
Not true. Here's the thing. I think any time before Thanksgiving is aggressive. I think any time before Thanksgiving is aggressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, look at those Christmas lights over there. Did you see? On the path?
They're probably aggressive. I'm looking at all the houses that we're driving by right now. I don't see one thing. But here's what I will tell you. Victoria has done an incredible job of making the home feel festive. Making the house feel like a home. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a great job at that. You know that, right?
Thanks, babe.
Okay. Well, we'll keep y'all posted. I'll let y'all know what we find. We're heading to Home Depot right now. All right, bro. I got that thing on me. We're gonna see if we can find a stand for this joint. Oh, look at that. Christmas stuff right as you pop in. Oh, we're gonna walk away with this whole store with all the Christmas stuff. Oh, bro, there's some dope trees. Oh, $300 for a tree. Gosh, dang, bro. $400? Oh, no, we're gonna have to find a stand. I ain't gonna lie. I thought these trees was gonna be like $100. Well, you want it? Show it. We're getting, oh, these ones ain't bad. I think this is the one that we got actually. Don't we got this one right here? I'm pretty sure we got that one.
Yeah, we do. We got this one. It's $300.
It's 300 bucks? Yo, that's crazy. I seen on the box back at home, ours is 100 bucks. We gonna find this stand, bro. I tell you that, we gonna find this stand. Let's see. Dang, bro. Dang, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Back in my crooked days, I'd probably buy one of these joints, put the old tree back in, take the stand out, and return it. I'm not giving y'all any good ideas. Forget what I'm talking about. Forget what I'm talking about. You don't see any, right? We got some reindeer though. These pine cones smell good.
They do.
They gotta be somewhere. Nah, bro, they got trees for $600 over here. What? They're bugging. That's crazy. See, they gotta have something somewhere. Excuse me. What's up, bro? Do you guys have stands for trees?
Yeah, it's on that front wall there. Let me show you what we have.
All right. Oh, that's a stand?
Yeah.
Would it fit this one? $12, bro. They're trying to have me pay $300 for a tree.
For 300, yeah, most of the trees is a price, 3 something plus.
Y'all are bugging.
I don't know how to fix this.
I'm not getting the reindeer.
Why not? Those little reindeers are $40 a... Nah. Y'all are taxing over here, bro. I don't know, those look like anchors.
No, yeah, these anchors.
You don't have the stand?
The stands.
Oh, there's... No.
No, they have to have it. I've seen it online.
Online, right?
Babe, why don't you show him what you've seen online? Because he can put it on the computer.
It's okay.
You don't got it?
It says it's here. This is Avon, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I said stores that are available. It's okay, okay? Thank you.
You can't plug it in on the computer?
You mean to check it on the computer?
Yeah, you can't check it on
Yeah,
there?
that's what I checked it. It didn't pop up.
All right, appreciate it, bro. We're gonna have to go chop down a tree.
Hey,
A stand for the tree?
Yeah, they're gonna be
no, not the ankle.
so not the tree skirt. Stands are outside.
Outside?
Yeah. So if they're not on the bottom there, they're gonna be outside by the garden.
Never give up. Oh, look at this one. This one's only $100. Actually, matter of fact, we can get this one, bro. 44 bucks. But this one ain't bad. That one's 100 bucks. But $200 For a fig tree? $300 for a fig tree? Nah. Nah. Oh yeah. Oh, these are for all the real trees probably. Dang. It says y'all got it online.
Yeah, a lot of stuff we carry online, but not in store.
No, it says it's ready for here.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. We'll see. But there's also a tree over here for $100. That ain't bad. I think it's the same tree we got. See that one right there? Does that not light up? Are you sure? Where? Nah, there's lights on this one. Yeah, there's lights on that one. And even 149 ain't bad. I don't like how they change colors though. Alright. We're finna go to Target and see what we can do. Alright. So we didn't pull up to Target. We pulled up to Walmart. We're gonna see what we can do here. I thought about it. I'm like, I don't think I actually need to bring the tree in. Why did I bring the tree in? That's just unnecessary. But we got the aisle that we think the stand is in. We're gonna see what we can do, man. Because we ain't paying no $200 or $300 for a tree. Oh, it's over here? Oh, yeah. Oh, what's up? Let's go. It's lit. Look at this. In the cut, bro. In the cut. Behind the register. You gotta want it. You really just gotta want it. Wow. You gotta want it. You just gotta want it. How much is this? Let's see. $20. $20, we're saving like 180 bucks. I got it. Now we gotta make sure that this fits the tree. I think it should. You think? You could probably tighten it too if you need to. Yeah. You can adjust it. All right, gang. On the way to Bible study. I got my guy Tony with me. That's Big T right there, man. That's Big T.
What's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube? How are y'all today? We're on our way to Bible study. So Bible study is when we come together every Thursday for 2 hours and just pray, like just talk about God.
Talk about God, read the word, pray, do all the things. What has Bible study done for you, bro?
Bible study has changed me a lot, especially meeting you guys a lot. It's been helping me get closer to the word. You know, even if I can't see, I still be listening to it. So if you have bad vision or can't see well, you can always download the Bible app on your Apple Store or Google Play Store and listen to it. Or try to look like, or just try to find a good like preacher on your socials, on TikTok or YouTube or anything that you want to listen to the word if you can't see very well or read. You know?
I love it.
You know, I'm actually wearing one of my favorite shirts I got off the TikTok shop.
Oh yeah?
I can do
You be shopping on TikTok shop, bro?
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now.
You be getting some deals on there, huh?
I've been wearing this sweatshirt ever since I got it. I can do all things who Christ who saved me.
Dope, bro.
4:13 and 4:14.
It says that on the back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's dope.
It has a cross in the front, so yeah. That's what I'm wearing today, but we're on
I gotta get one of them joints.
We are actually on our way to Bible study right now with other men. with different, like, so men's group, it's really awesome.
Yeah, man. So if you're in the Brockton area and you want to do Bible study, you let us know. We do every Thursday at 7 p.m. So we're on our way there right now. I just moved about a few months back, and funny enough, Tony lives right down the street from me. So I pick him up today to go to Bible study, and we're gonna go read the Word. We're gonna go see what the Lord has in store for it tonight, and we'll get back to y'all. All right, Bible study's a wrap. Tony, how was Bible study, bro?
It was good, man. It was good.
What'd you get out of it?
A lot, man. A lot to not even name one.
Okay.
What about you?
I got a lot, bro. I got the Word of God. We got the Word of God today. But y'all been in my business all day. It's now 9:12. Y'all been in my business since 6 a.m. It's time for y'all to get up on out of my business. Go to wholesalemike.com where we do a monthly Zoom where we hang out, we talk to sellers. I give y'all free leads to call. If any deals come from it, we're squatting up on the deal. Again, go to wholesalemike.com. Me and Tony are signing out. Adios.
Peace.